Wait, are we am I... Hello? Hello? Is this thing on? Yes, it is. Wait, no, it isn't. Maybe. Where is my? There it is. Okay, we are on. Oh, what are we knowing? What are you knowing? What do you know that I don't? Hmm? But we are so on. The music, the everything, all of it's on, and I have a cookie. I have not just any cookie. I have a 7-Eleven cookie. They've got like crazy big cookies now. These cookies are to rival Costco cookies. How many calories are in this cookie? I want to know. I don't want to know. Now that I think about it, I wonder if they have it written anywhere. Is it dinner? Yeah. Oh wait, Stream Elements is actually looking for... Yes! It seems that Stream Elements is in talks with someone to purchase them. We'll see. Because it's like, yay, Stream Elements gets to stay around, but then... Who buys? Who buys the Stream Elements? Why is the stream element? Is it bigger than your palm? Oh yes, definitely. Definitely bigger than my palm. Very thick too. Whoever wins, we lose. I mean, it could be. It could be a good company that picks it up. Yeah, or it could be a shady company that picks it up. We don't know. It's kind of in limbo right now. And before Elon Twitter buys it. As if they got money! As if Twitter has money. Who watches the Watchmen? That was, I did say that in a way to where I was thinking about Watchmen. I don't know why, but yeah. You got the reference. So that'll be interesting. I will definitely... I've been just like taking note of everything that I would have to switch over. Alerts would be easy. Thankfully, I don't have a lot of like widgets. We don't widget around here. We're not big widget. Most of my extra stuff is through Mix It Up, which is another app that's very handy for streaming. If that ever goes down, we're doomed. We're doomed if that goes down, but for now, that's fine. But yeah, chat would be... Chat is the biggest problem. But I'm like not crazy... I'm not crazy worried because it's not like I custom ordered chats or anything. My chat for here, for YouTube, and for Twitch were both customizable multi-person use purchases. So I like put your chat to mix it up. I have seen a bunch of places, like Fugi has said that he's got something going on, so who knows? Who knows? I got nothing to lose. I've put my cards in this battle and I've got nothing to lose. But yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm glad. I'm kind of glad. There's part of me that wanted to have like a whole bunch of what's it called? What? Oh wait, earthquake. Okay. This is because of Gundam. I'm blaming Gundam. I think is that? It's a normal evening in Japan. Yeah, I I thought Agent Catfish was trying to get up onto my chair. I'm like, why is she rocking my chair? What the heck? And then I look over and Agent Catfish is just like splayed all over the floor, showing me her tummy, and I'm like, wait, if that's not you. And then I look up and I see that things are like wiggling and waggling. It was not in fact the cat. Stay safe. I definitely wasn't safe then. If the big one hit right then, I probably would not have been in a good position. I can at least get under my desk. Oh. Yeah, it wasn't big at all. Maybe. Where was the epicenter? Let me dox myself. I really want to know what the new rematch, right? My coworker that was watching it as well, he's like, that was very whelming. his thoughts about the conference. I feel like he doesn't watch enough of those. He doesn't watch enough of those. Eastern Shimane Prefecture? Ain't no way. Wait, how did I feel? There's no way. There's no way I would feel 2.8 from Shimane. Yeah, I can check nerve. I can check nerve. What happened to nerve? Eh? Did nerve die? Oh, there it is. The Sunrise Robot Land stuff, I feel they could lean into that other. If they wanted to go on. Yeah. Angel Attack! No, look up UN_nerve. It's where I usually... Oh yeah, that was... Where is that? Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Miyagi Prefecture. It was... What is that? 6.3. Off the coast of Miyagi Prefecture. 6.3. That makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense. Oh. Yeah. They literally have the Nerve logo. But they are extremely accurate and on the dot when it comes to earthquake information. I don't know how they get away with it. What am I reading? Let's see. You might be reading an old one. Was there an earthquake earlier today in Shimane Prefecture? Possibly. There's earthquakes like all the time. But usually we just ignore them. Unless things really get messed up. Everyone's just like, oh, earthquake. Oh. Maybe they got permission. Maybe. Or maybe Nerve Earthquake is first. No, I don't think anime can get away with that. They'd probably get in trouble by them. They'd be opposite in trouble. Off the JMA website. The Japanese meteorological. Squee. I should like this site, but I don't. it's too Japan. It's too Japan. Like just show me the most recent thing. I don't need to see a photo gallery of like people in front of pictures. I don't need to say that. I should be able to click earthquake. And then it'll just immediately take me to the most recent things that have been like have been reported. Why is there no quick button for that? Wait a moment. Boom, 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 boom. I bet it loads instantly though. Wait, let me check. It does. It does. Actually, that's just my fiber internet. Oh, now updated. Yeah, I think that's the thing is they don't like super update. They don't update quick, crazy quick. Website code folded over thousands of times. Boy, Japanese efficiency. Yeah, I saw someone in my comments. Because, you know, I'm excited about the remaster. Like, I know some people are like, oh, it's not a remake. Whatever. I like remasters. I've seen Kami-sama. I've seen what you've done for G Gundam. I've seen it, Kami-sama. If you could, just for Gundam, for OG, only guy Kami-sama. But there were some people in the comments of that post that were like, nostalgia slop Japan. So? So? Sorry, I like a groundbreaking series that introduced us to so many new concepts. Sorry. I'm not for nor against it. I think it would be neat. Yeah, I don't know, it's like one step towards preservation, you know? How different it would be. What if it's like Origin? Well, that would be a remake. That would be a remake. It's just remaster. So it's gonna look basically the same, just sharper. Like, the only way it'll be bad is if they use EA, or EA, if they use EA, yeah, it would also be bad. If they use AI and did 60 frames extrapolation kind of thing, then it's bad. then it's bad. But if they actually put care into it, then we're good. If I see so much as any kind of AI near that remaster, it is dead to me. Come on, man. I bet she dead. I gotta rewatch that video. I had to watch it while at work, so you know I couldn't get emotional. But I'm gonna have to rewatch it. Yeah, remastering is just touching up the previous artwork. Whether that be like denoising it because it's got like, I don't even know what you would call it, like fuzziness. But the best example that I feel like I've ever seen of remaster is G Gundam. If you look at the G Gundam Blu-ray remasters, it's like night and day. They're absolutely beautiful. Like, one day I really gotta get my hands on those Blu-rays. One day. Film grain, yeah, like film grain, and then like coloring had gone bad, or like coloring wasn't what they thought it was when they originally captured, so now they can go back and sort of recolor it to look correctly. The envy, it was so good. God, if they gave us, at first me and my coworker that were watching it, we thought it was gonna be a new Gundam Builders. But then it kept going and we're like, oh no, this is just a TV. But it then gave us someone give that 20-year-old like a 12-episode series, please, at least. Something, anything. That was so good. The animation for that, the 3D mix in that with the cell animation. Oh my god. Actually peak. Actually peak. Give that man 12 episodes. Give that man a movie. Give that man a 4-episode Netflix exclusive. Anything. Anything. Something to let him run his creative juices in a more narrative sense. Like, he still got to tell a story, but you know, it wasn't like a story where a prolonged story. Because, like, even those shots, like, some of those shots were just so dynamic. Oh my god, it was just so good. It was so good. We're gonna be watching it. I'm gonna be watching it over and over again. I'm probably gonna make gifts from that. Yes, please! Be the savior. Be the savior that gives us gifts from that. Yeah, the green. It's the green. I believe Gundam has been remastered. It has been remastered before. Once. That's why, but it can, there's always new technology. Always new technology to make it look better. Especially because, like, Gundam OG is, like, really old, you know? Really old. I guess that's how it feels to have a family. That's, you get to watch G Gundam with your son. You're like, son, let's watch this together. This is what dad grew up on. This is Gundam. And it starts. He's like, what in tarnation is this? and then his son grows up to be a G Gundam child and everyone cheers. Woo! Honestly, that would be kind of crazy. I still wish I could be like a fly on the wall. I wish I can go back in time so I could watch, I could like see what people's thoughts were about G Gundam back in the time. Maybe there's a comment section in like one of the anime magazines out there that got people's thoughts on G Gundam, because god, I bet you there were some people's hot takes at that time. This isn't the Gundam I grew up with. What have they done to Gundam? I cannot believe this. What's the director's name? Like Ima something? He's tarnished the good name of Gundam. I cannot believe Sunrise would allow such filth to grace the Gundam's name. Disgusting. Like, there was definitely some like 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds and 40-year-olds at that time that were watching G Gundam that just like, they were clutching their theoretical pearls when the first few episodes of G Gundam came out. Where is my real robot Gundam? Even though I'm pretty sure, like, all of the marketing for it was like, this is Gundam like you've never seen before. This is not your grandpa's Gundam. Granddad, it looked like Sora. Was the character designs done by Precure? Because they were very, like, Giorgio. They were very, like, round and shiny. Like, it really did feel like I was watching Precure. Boom, boom, boom. G-Quax is the director Tsurumaki's revision of the history of his favorite idol group, Nogizaka 46, disqualified as a actually, that was AKB shoot 48 0048 or whatever that series was. I love that series. The one that was done by Macross Man. that's actually what the AKB 0048. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually, if you just switch out Gundam with Macross, yeah. AKB 0048 is just director. Why can't I think of his name, Guardians? Why can't I think of Macross's director's name? Why is it escaping me? Gone. Name is just gone from my brain. Kawamori! Shoji Kawamori. Okay, there we go. So AKB 0048 is the director Shoji Kawamori's revisionism of the history of his favorite idol group, Nogizaka 46, disguised as a AKB 48 series. That Gundam vs. Zeta Gundam made it into the... Yeah! There was so many small touches to that. People are gonna be going. Like, even, I just really liked watching it go from CRT, or CRTV, for the OG shows, and then it switched to widescreen TV, and like it had a whole different setup. It's like, really, it's like going through the times. It's just going through the times. Revisionist history of 00, where Tyria Erd is my wife. I believe you can do it. I believe you can do it. That is what fanfiction is for. That, use those writing skills. Use them. Okay, use them. Make your fanfic dreams come true. But did they leave out build fighters in the video? I don't think they were addressing sort of like, because that's not Gundam universe. That's technically our universe. So I think they weren't addressing that kind of stuff. I feel like that video took place in the Build Divers universe. They did have a second of Build Divers? Maybe they did. It felt like it took place, yeah, like it felt like it was in the universe, but maybe they did show it. As I said, I was watching it work, so I could have missed it. But that's what it felt like to me. Like maybe in the way that they showed the video game. The moving Gundam escaped the tape. Maybe? Ornians, maybe it's headed over to Odaiba. Maybe? Like, I don't know what they're gonna replace Unicorn with. I honestly have no idea. Like, I feel like it has to be OG. It just, nothing else makes sense to me. Nothing else makes sense to me. Unless they're just not gonna replace it, which seems insane. Like, what are they just not gonna have a statue there? That's wrong. It's wrong. They also thought that for the Summer Gundam thing we had last year, that they would replace it. But this has happened before. We had OG Gundam there before, and they're like, we're taking him down. Everyone's like, no! And then a couple months later, they were like, and we're putting in a unicorn. And everyone's like, okay, sure. Sinanju? That seems kind of insane. Wait more RX-78, please. Please. Wait, you might be on to something. Can we get a statue of Tomino? Screw that mecha! Give me a statue of Tomino! Tomino Kantoku in the bronze. A giant statue of him in front of Odaiba. Waiter! Waiter! Tomino statue, please! Tomino doing the final shooting pose? That'd be so fun. That'd be so fun. Wait, that means his head would have to be off. Hold on a moment. don't know how I feel about that. He can transform like a unicorn Gundam. Yeah. It'll definitely happen. Definitely, most certainly. Trust me. Yeah, so that's Gundam stuff. I feel like I'm gonna come back from this stream and my Twitter's gonna be flooded. We'll just ignore it for now. Gun tank I would accept. Ware wa Gandamu. Ware wa Gandamu. We are Gundam. You are Gundam. I am Gundam. We all are Gundam. Eat your heart out, Setsuna of FCA. If they make a big gun tank, it better be right. That'd be pretty cool. Like, I'm just so... I need to know that they're gonna put something else up. Like, it just seems wrong not to. Like, they have the base there. The base seems to be doing pretty good. They turn the entire lot in front of the mall into side 7 loading bays. I'll accept it. I'll accept that. Alright. I have finished my cookie. Good. Probably consumed a lot of calories in there. I'm kind of afraid. I don't even know if they have the calories for that cookie up. What is it called? I folded it up. Ugh. I'm way too efficient at folding things. I even used the stupid sticker. I can't open it! I can't open it again during it. Unless... Cookie consumed. Boom, 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 boom. 7 Cafe Bakery chocolate cookie, even though it's a chocolate chip. Let me just look this up and then we'll start. 7 Cafe Bakery chocolate chip. Boom, 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 boom. Power. That is so... There's no way. There's absolutely no way. Yeah, no. I don't think they've got the correct facts yet. We'll feed you for weeks to come. I do think you are correct. I do think you are correct. Yeah, they've got all the information for the pre-packaged ones, but not for the new ones. Probably intentionally. That good. It felt like I was eating a Costco chocolate chip cookie. If that. Wait. No, they have Costco in Australia. Although I know they do have some different stuff. So maybe they don't have the cookie. Do they have cookies in Australia? Wait, just that sentence. Do they have cookies in Australia? I should have maybe narrowed that down. Australian Costco. Yeah, maybe I'll have to look it up in Japanese later. Wait. Oh, wait. So the closest we have to information is that it has 468 calories. I think it has more. I personally think it has more. Australia banned cookies, surely, because they turned into creatures. I'm guessing that has to be it. That has to be it. What did Yes, we have that. I must have misheard what you said. They're just a good cookie. They're good cookies. Like that's like the size comparison that I think of. So I think I can move this. Alright, close that. Get out of there. And then we go to a room with no music. I haven't gotten anything new for this, but I have found people that I can commission. I found people to commission to make me something for this. So, coming soon. Ish. Soon-ish. How many big booms does this cookie get? Or it's like, Costco cookies are pretty good. I feel like that'd be like 10 big booms. I don't know how much that is, but 10 big booms, like 100%. Australia, the place where they got the Gundam movie? Yeah, Omega Ultima, can we perhaps ask you to go find where they're filming the Gundam movie? So that you can secretly take pictures for us? Thanks, buddy. Why isn't Guggy opening? Guggy? Guggy? There it is. They are. They said that they're filming in Australia. So you just have to go find it. You just have to go find where they are. That's why they have Sydney Sweeney. It's because they're filming in Australia. They're gonna keep her name. They're gonna keep her name. I might make this full screen. I was noticing that it's like kind of blurry on your guys' side, and I don't like that. I will have to resize it. Big! Okay. Warning! Warning, warning. Just do this. Over here. Okay. I think it was better when I was over here. I mean, I could always switch again. But it felt like they were putting a lot of characters on the opposite of me. But maybe this time they'll have all the characters on this side. We'll find out! We will find out. I'm guessing that's the Gold Coast. You better pay me to go that far down south from Brisbane. I'm sorry. I just bought the Shar's Yakiniku Griller. I can't expend any more cash for frivolous purposes. Sorry about that. Sorry. Alright, wait, let me open it up over. Char's cookware is somehow appropriate for him. Yeah. I don't know how I was allowed to keep that in my... Because I went to go buy it at work. Except then I didn't want to just pull out my card and put all of my information in front of like all my coworkers, so I stopped. But I guess it kept it in my cart for the whole time. It was like 3 or 4 hours, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, so, cause like I went, you guys don't understand. I went to P Bandai when I got home. Like I immediately went to P Bandai when I got home. I sat down. I opened it up. I go to the shards thing and it says sold out. And I'm just like, no! I was so mad. I was so mad. I was like, I should have pulled out my card at work. I don't care about privacy. I don't care. But then I went to go buy it and it was like, other things in your cart. And I was like, oh? Other things in my cart. There it was. There it was, Char's Yakiniku Griller. Just waiting for me. Just waiting. So then I bought it. And I did not buy the non-Char's Yakiniku Griller. And then... Can't believe you bought a Char Zuda one Yakiniku set. Listen, it's not Zuda. Okay? Better than that. So am I crazy or is this... This is not doing anything to make it less blurry. I think it just... I think it's gonna look blurry regardless. Shar was ready to receive. He was waiting 3 times as much. He was 3 times as patient. So it said, why did you do that? It's not like this upscales it anymore. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. It might look a little better. Alright. We'll keep it. We'll keep it! Alright, everyone. Grab your tea. Hunker down. It's time to Muramasa. It's time for Muramasa. Guys, the new Char Griller is going to get me to eat more meat. Trust. This will clear my anemia. I know that it looks like I'm passing you the burden. We should have a meat stream. We should have a meat stream. While waiting outside for the captain to get their thing, or her things, and come join us, the commissioner and I engage in whispered discussion. But you understand why this was necessary, don't you? Of course. You don't want her close to His Highness. That's right. A Yamatoan GHQ officer. She presents too many mysteries to be trusted. And she's an otori. Otori? I mean, yeah, we did see that there was an otori. Her possibly dad is like a higher up elsewhere. Yes. Her words now could mean anything. She speaks for GHQ, and that may even have been a warning or a threat. I do not believe that to be the case. Whatever her true intent, I feel that her words were her own. Oh. You've known her the longest. Is that your opinion? If that's your opinion, maybe it's true. Tell me, do you think she can be trusted? Guys, do you trust her? Do you trust Kanae Otori? Otori Kanae? Do you trust? Oh shoot! The game throwing me a curveball. Well. Gotta save. Gotta save. Yeah, but they really said no you. Do I? I think we do. I think we trust in Otori. In Otori we trust. Even if she obeys GHQ, I am confident that she would not condone tyranny. It is true, she does seem to be a good girl. Goodbye, Destiny. Goodbye, Destiny. I see. But like, it's not giving us the option to make people hate us, per se. Although I guess this isn't appealing to her in a sense. It's like our... I wonder which way it goes. Is it our affection towards others, or is it their affection towards us? Did it go up when we showed affection towards the kids? I'm not sure. They kept being cute and then it kept going up, so I wasn't sure which side was actually feeling it. In any case, she is a GHQ officer. Have you considered the danger of involving GHQ in the search for Ginseigo? That danger. Yes. I avoided stating it explicitly, knowing that my intent is understood. Ginseigo represents the pinnacle of might. It is easy to imagine that the allies would show interest in her power. How can we be certain they haven't made contact already? As we discussed last night, there must be someone supporting her. But you already took that risk, didn't you? When you cooperated with her during the last incident? I believed it necessary at the time. Before accepting her help, I mentioned Ginseigo to test her reaction. No effect. She seemed uninterested in the matter, of course. That may only mean that she had not been told anything at the time. If she accompanies me on my search, it is possible that everything we learn will be funneled straight to Ginseigo's backers. That would be bad. I'm probably overthinking it. The possibility is there. I personally would not mind if that happened. It would, at the very least, provoke some kind of reaction, which could be turned to my advantage. You're worried about me? Then don't be. Just do what it takes to complete the mission. Mission tasse. Mission tasse. Commissioner, are you certain? I've already made up my mind to see this through. This is all I can do for you. It will help find Ginseigo and use me as you see fit. What a kind man. Why is he doing this? This feels out of place. Why isn't he dying every time we gotta do something? Understood. Do we understand? Understood. Kill him! Not cute girls! Can't trust anything from this game. Really can't. I don't I don't know. He's a politician. It feels like I'm not supposed to trust him. I can only trust cute girls. They'll never lead me astray. Surely. Or surely. Let's see. It has been decided that the captain will accompany me. Obviously, I cannot return to jail with her in tow. She will stay in the Commissioner's Manor, which is close to both Hachiman Shrine and the train station. I don't know if she will find the accommodations to her liking, but at least the location is convenient. I wish that was the case. Yeah, that's true. At least in real life it's not. But you know, this is a fictional world. Surely. Surely. As we walk down the lamplit street, neither of us speaks a word. This is not a show of disaffection on my part, though. I suppose it might be on hers. I just need some time to think. Not that there's much to think about. The prince and the commissioner have made their decision. They make it possible for me to pursue Ginsengo. I have no choice but to obey. My concern now is how to keep the captain as far from danger as possible. I mean, she seems like a pretty capable woman. This should not present too much of a trouble. The captain is not a Musha. She has no sense of defending herself against Ginsengo or the infected. However, this also means that she has no reason to participate in battle. I'll just make sure to involve her only in the investigation phase. In fact, where intelligence gathering is concerned, she may well perform better than I. True! It is a lot easier to get information from people as a cute woman than a very scary darkling. His words, of course. Actually, I think it was the kid's words. Conclusion. While it shames me to involve a third party in this matter, from a purely practical standpoint, this may not be such a poor development. Darkling.
Kageyaki-sama?
Kageyaki?
Hoi.
Yes. I answer, looking over my shoulder. She's so cute! I know it's rude to talk while walking, but I can't just stop in the middle of the street. Is it? Was that a thing of its time? Were you not supposed to walk and talk? How do you... That seems... The captain is regarding me with some apprehension. Her double bass... Bass? Bass. Bass. Double bass. Double bass. Yep. Bass. Is slung over her shoulder, but its presumably prodigious weight appears to pose no burden for her. Oh, wait. Oh no, they're on both sides! I'm covering the girl. I'd rather cover... Where am I? I would much rather cover up Kageyaki a moment in time. Mr. Kim. Oh, okay. There. Zai Kageyaki. Okay. I think here should be fine. This game's hard to maneuver around because they do a thing that most VNs do, and that they use all the space that is available to them. Usually, you could just, you know, chill somewhere and you're not in the way. But this one, it uses, unlike other VNs, this VN uses all space available. Which makes sense since it was, I believe, their first 16:9 VN. Height accurate, Kimmy. No, height accurate, you wouldn't be able to see me.
怒ってらっしゃる？
Are you angry? No.
でも困ってはいらっしゃるかしら。
This does bother you.
そうだとしても、あなたの責任ではあ
Even
り
if
ません。
that is the
大
case,
殿。
it's not your fault.
あなたは
You
ご
are
自分
being
の職
faithful
責
to
に
your
忠
duty,
実であられ
nothing
るだ
more.
けなのですから。自分も己の置か
I
れた立
too
場、
intend to be faithful
そこに
to
発
the
生する責任
responsibilities
に
of my
対して
position.
忠実であろうと
Therefore,
思います。
I do not object to your
大
assistance.
殿にご協力を仰ぐことに。
そうなんですの？
Oh,
なら
well,
良いのですけど。
alright then.
影明様にご
I
迷
just
惑をお
want
かけ
you
す
to
るの
know
は
that
本意
it's
ではあ
not
り
my
ません
intent
し。
to cause you trouble.
ようございましたね。
Good for
お
you,
嬢様。
mistress. By the
ちなみ
way,
に
I
港様
believe
の
the
ご
good
発言は
sir's
訳し
bush
ますと
beating by now.
すげえ邪魔だけど
Bush beating
親
just
王の
now
命令だから
translates
しゃあねえ
as
のな
you're a huge
と
pain
い
in
う
the
ことかと
air.
思われます。
But I can't say so. I can't say no to the prince. Damn.
それは本当ですか？
What? Is that true?
はい。
Yes. Ow! Oh, they're such a good. They're so good. She really does it all. She's the greatest translator there ever was. Oof! My God, this was written in 2025. Oof!
お嬢様、
Mistress, sleeping on the roadside is inconsiderate to pedestrians.
そこのゴミ
Please
捨て場でお
rest
休
in
み
that
ください。
garbage bin over
会話やした
there.
ら
I
会
believe
社の
tomorrow
様
is
子。
collection day.
あなた実は私のこと嫌い？
Do you have it in for me? You have it in for me, don't you? Amazing.
ですが、それは
However,
あくま
those
で
are
自
merely
分の
my
心
personal
情的問
feelings.
題に
Please
過
do
ぎ
not
ません。
concern yourself with them. I have
大
no
殿の
doubt
能力につい
as
て
to
は
your ability.
何の
In
不安
fact,
も
I'm
なく、
confident you will be
む
extremely
しろ期
helpful.
待するところ
In
ば
all
かりです。
likelihood, I will have to work,
自分こそ
not
邪魔
to
に
get
なら
in
ぬか
your
と
way.
不安を覚えます。
まあ、影明様
Oh, you're so modest. Did you hear that, Saya? He's counting on me.
影明様に期待をかけられていてよ。
He's counting on me. He's so cute. Yeah, her character art in the middle is good too.
その立ち直りの
An
速さ
amazing
さすがで
recovery,
ございます
mistress.
お
That's
嬢
more
様は
like it.
そうでなくては。
Listen, she's doing her best, okay?
ところでお嬢様、
By the
あ
way,
らゆる生
are
物
you
の中
aware
で最
that
も
the
強
most
靭なのは
resilient
単
life
細
forms
胞
on
生
Earth are
物なのですが、
those only with a
ご存知でしょ
single
うか？
cell? Oh, Sayo. Sayo! Absolutely going for the jugular with that one.
影明様、少々
Could you wait a minute, dear?
私
I have some
そこの
business
角のお肉屋
at
さ
the
んで
butcher shop in the
野暮用を済ませ
corner.
てまいりますので。
品目不明の肉は
I
取
doubt
り
they'll
扱わない
accept
と
the
思います
meat of an unknown origin. The relationship continues to baffle me. It doesn't baffle me.
大殿。
Captain.
はい。
Yes? I return my gaze to the road. Behind me, the sound of a rifle being cocked is replaced by the captain's soft voice. Oh! Oh, she brought out the gun! Oh, okay. Oh. I paused to inhale before continuing.
あの村のことは
Have you
ご存知
heard
ですか？
about the village? Her silence is worth 1,000 words. As expected, there's no way she could have not heard the tragic news.
面目次第もございません。
I have no excuse.
なぜ謝られますの？
Why are you apologizing?
大殿のご尽力を無
I
に
was
して
too
しまってしまい
preoccupied
ま
with the
した。
enemy before me to
目前の
detect
戦にとらわれ
Ginseigo coming.
銀星
As a
号の将
result,
来を見逃した
I've
ばかり。
rendered your valiant effort meaningless.
己
My
の
incompetence is
名を悔い
entirely
て
to blame.
婿の死を強いられた
Of
人々に
course,
すれば、
to those who were slain so
この悔
unjustly,
いさえ
any such expression of
憎いもの
regret
と
must
映るで
seem
しょう。
repulsive indeed. I'm just getting comfy. in my chair. Inseigo's victims do not care how deeply we regret their deaths. All we can do is bring their murderer to justice, and even that will not give them peace. Yes, we can imagine that it does. That is only a delusion by which the living find solace. We are not to flee into fantasy. We must bear the weight of their deaths forever.
村の話は横浜へ戻ってすぐに聞きました。
I heard soon after returning to base.
一人も
Is it true?
ただの一人も
There were no
生き残らな
survivors?
かったそうですね。
はい
Yes.
私ずっ
I've
と
lived
海外におり
overseas
ま
much
し
of
て
my life.
ヤマ
I
トに
returned
戻
to
ってから
Yamato only
まだ日
recently.
が浅いんですの。
So this is the first
銀
direct
星の事
contact
件
I've
の
had with the
生々
Ginseigo
しい話
massacre
に触れたのは今回が初めてな
in
の
all
で
their
すが、
ghastliness.
どうやら許
But
せそうに
simply,
ありません。
I cannot abide such atrocities.
だから宣告のお話
Maybe
も
that's why
あ
I
っさり
agreed to
受けてしま
join
ったの
you
でし
so
ょうね。
readily. If I'd
上司
asked
の
my
意向を思え
superiors,
ば
I'm sure
本
they'd
当
have
は
told me to
八
stay at
幡
the
宮に張り
shrine.
付いていないといけないのでしょうけれど。
Yeah, the fact that she worked so hard too. She was like stalling everything so that, you know, the guys wouldn't come at the right time so that they'd get in trouble. She tried so hard, got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. And who is this wife? Her name is Kanae Otori. And the most exciting part, although I'd have to find it again, or maybe some Dornian has it, but her V8 is actually an ASMR VTuber. It's all in Japanese, but you know, she be doing that. She be getting that bag.
お気持ちはわかります
I empathize with your
わかる
sentiments.
つもりです
Or at least I understand them.
でも影明様に
But
とっ
it's
ては
not the same for you,
少
is
し
it?
ご事情が違うのでしょう。
No, we kill people. Yeah, she did advertise herself in English and said that language didn't matter. But, like, it does matter if you're listening to the stories that she's saying because they're in Japanese only. If you're just listening to, like, have words in your ear, then yeah, it doesn't matter. But if you actually want to understand the story, then it's, like, just a teeny bit matters. But I don't have her name at the top of my head.
Dadorny?
影
Dadorny?
明様はどうして銀星号を追うのです
I
か。
went to move and King Gainer just came flying down. Oh wait, that's right. Not even the right spot to look for follows. We actually got a follow earlier and I was like knee deep into Gundam discussion and I didn't thank them. Pensive Scarlet, thank you for the subscription. Sorry, YouTube subscription. It's free, by the way. YouTube subscriptions are free, Dornians. And Doppelganger, thank you for the subscription. Your free subscription. King Gainer tried to take a dive, and I did not allow him. The dive would have gone onto my keyboard, which is the actual reason it's bad. Because he probably would have landed right on the escape key, which, that's no. I never asked, did I? Why are you hunting Ginseigo? Were she to bark her query at me in an accusatory tone, I would surely deflect the question and speak of the subject no further. The captain's voice is soft and gentle, even motherly. And so, I am given pies. Pregnant pies? Whoever created that statement, that phrase, fail. My rage and grief at my ever-mounting body count. My sense of duty as one who wears the sunburst. Oh, yeah. These are motives, yes, but not the original. In the beginning, I just wanted to stop her.
この先の十字路を越え
We're
れば
almost at the commissioner's residence.
後ほど
Once you're settled in, I'll explain.
落ち着いてからご説明し
はい。
Alright.
あら
Oh?
何か
Is something wrong?
The captain seems surprised by something in the dark up ahead.
玄関の脇にカラマツの生えているお屋敷が
That mansion with the larches by the entrance. Yours?
はい
Yes.
Or rather, the commissioner's. Still, the captain's eyesight is remarkable, given her perpetual squint. At this distance, I can only make out the building silhouette.
門の前にどなたかいらっしゃいましてよ。
There's someone by the
あれ
gate.
は
Is that
あら
Oh.
タイ
Captain?
私の知り合いです。
What kind of acquaintance,
そう
ma'am?
そう影明様もご面識があるはず。
It's an
そのように
acquaintance of
電話したも
mine.
の。
Come to think of it, I believe you know her as well. I said something to that effect. Oh, it's the kid. Curious, I pick up speed. Soon my eyes too make out the person in question, a smallish figure standing idly by the gate. Just as I realize who she is, she turns towards me. Our eyes meet.
港さん
Officer Minato!
あなた
Miss.
昨日
I've
あれ
been
から
thinking
考えたんですけど
about what you said yesterday,
やっ
and
ぱり
I still love you! Ah! No, we're not. It's not that point yet. We're not even on that route.
ごきげんよう一条あやねさんで
ごきげん
よろしかったかしら
Her eyes are so good. Even though I like that they're like, yeah, she's squinting. We're like, no, she ain't. Her eyes are closed. Good evening, Miss Ichijo Ayane, wasn't it?
逆だ
You got it backwards.
なんであ
Wait.
んたまでいる
What are you doing here?
魔
Well,
女の分際
A
で家
dear
に押しかけ
mistress
て
come
天
uncalled
草
to
へ
the
正
master's
解に向か
house
って私の
and
危
speak
険
to
を
his wife.
あなた
Darling,
一体どういう
what is
こと
the
です
meaning
の
of this? Just such a joker. It's so great.
いえそもそもが
I
どういうこと
Don't
で
know
すか
what you're talking about.
魔女
Mistress? Wife?
これは一
How
大事
terrible,
修羅
sir.
場に
Your
なってし
affair
まい
has
ま
been
したよ
exposed.
港様
The time has come to
若さゆ
pay
えの過
for your
ちがつけ
youthful
ば回ってきたので
indiscretions.
す
I don't recall being indiscreet.
港
Sir,
このでかい女は何なんですか
what's with this huge chick? Is she really your wife? But she's so huge. Wait, how big is she? Oh. I don't remember how big she is. Snap. Is it? It's just everything breaks.
ああお嬢様の脳
That's
神
the
経系
sound
が
of the
致命
nerves
的断裂を
overloading.
Don't fuck with me! Fucking you, baby pig! Come on, don't hurt my bitch!
You can't say that, Kanae or Tori! This is YouTube! Okay, I'm gonna need to grab this. This is how I'm gonna get the masses to play Muramasa. Amazing. Fantastic. She said I can't say that better. The VA work was just so good on that. Wait, can we?
Don't fuck with me! Fucking you, baby pig! Come on, don't hurt my bitch!
Oh my gosh. Okay, wait, one more time. Everyone, shh, 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 shh. Quiet.
Don't fuck with me! Fucking you, baby pig! Come on, don't hurt my bitch!
Yeah, I'm gonna make that into a sound clip. I've got some, what's it called when you go through a vine? Scraping? No. I'm gonna have to go through this vine and grab some stuff. Wait, can someone tell me how much time is on? Wait, I can maybe look. 1:12, like 55 around. I'm gonna write that. And then I just have to look before that. Amazing. Started streaming 71 minutes. Wait, 70. Why did C 72 and say 71? Anyway. Oh yeah, because it doesn't show you guys like the timer, does it? It only says like how long I've been streaming. That's annoying. Alright. You wanna go, shitbird? Storm clouds gathered at the Minato home. It's only a matter of time before jealous hate spirals into a bloodbath of epic proportions. Oh, well, those peaceful days will never return. This is Nagakura Sayo, reporting live from the police commissioner's residence. Scrub. Scrub is the word I was thinking of earlier. If you go to the actual scrub bar, at the beginning it does say Stop them, please. Why is this happening? we just let them have it. We just let them at it. Oh no, okay. She's not my wife. I trusted you. No need to be shy, darling. Captain. Oh, that stern glare is so dashing. Did you know, sir, the best way to dispose of a clingy woman whose brain has been ravaged by worms is to propose a double suicide? You can't say that word, but I already said it. And have her go first? Just what is that supposed to mean, Sayo? Brainworms? Brainworms have been around for a while. What brings you here, Miss Ayane? I don't recall giving you this address. I'm sorry. I got it at the police station. From who? When I asked at the front desk for a guy named Minato, they said I could probably find you here. That place has more leaks than a septuagenarian's bladder. Yeah, of course. Please tell me someone mentions her absurd word usage. What is that? What is a septuagenarian? Oh, a 70-year-old. Oh, yeah, you know what? They do have a special word for that in Japanese. That makes sense. Bump bump. Yeah, look at all these dictionary knowers. Look at all of them. Their knowledge. I don't think that many people use it, but Japan does have a special word for 70 because 70 is a special age to turn. So they do actually use that in Japanese a lot. That's like you unlock some like secret mana flow in your life when you turn 70 in Japan. Well, excuse me, princess. I need you to use a fancier word for princess, please. And it's a little too, recent. It's a little too There's also octogenarian. Yeah, I believe. Like, I believe that they have one for every. Like, you just gotta switch out at the beginning, right? They just aren't used as much. Ever since Rokunana stripped the police force of any meaningful authority, the regulations have been nothing but a waste of ink and paper. How many officers have even read the first page, I wonder?
了解しました。
Understood.
その
Leave it
点
at
は
that.
結構です。
Now, what brings you here?
ご用な。
昨日の
What
話
we talked about yesterday.
それはすでにお
I
断りい
believe
た
I
しま
already
した。
declined your offer.
Word back formation, woohoo!
でも私は
But I still...
自分の返答は変わりません。
My
お引き取り
answer
くだ
will
さい。
not change. Please go home.
港さん
What?
もうあたりも暗くなり
It's
ま
already
した。
past dark. A young
お
woman
若い
should
女
not
子
be
の
out
方も
alone.
一人で
Be
出
happy
歩い
to
ている
escort you
時間
home.
帯ではありません。
I'm
帰れませ
not
ん
going.
私の考えも変わ
My
らない
position hasn't changed either.
私を
Please,
使ってください
use
警
me.
察で
Let me help
あ
you.
なたの下で
Oh, there's some... Yeah, you could presumably use that for every decade. But I only ever hear septuagenarian, octogenarian for some reason. But never sexagenarian, I guess. Because probably the people that want to use those words are prude. They're like, oh, I don't want to, I don't want to, I don't. These are very words that she spoke yesterday in front of the station. Are the very words. I was like, wait, did
この間
we didn't see
ありが
this,
とう
but
ございました
I think because they're gonna show it now. Thank you,
その
you know,
助けて
for helping me.
そのようなことはお気になさら
There's no need to thank me.
前
Helping
の
lost
世話は
citizens
警察の
is
職
any police officer's duty.
いいえ
No, not that. Well,
いえ
that
それ
too.
はそうなんですけど実は
Actually,
はい
Yes.
今日は
I'm here
ってきたん
to
です
ask a favor.
私を
Please,
私を
let me
あな
help
たの
you.
下で使っ
I'll do anything.
何でもやり
Thank you, Full Metal Daemon Muramasa. Then he clenches his heart. We don't know enough about Muramasa to fully do that meme, though. I don't, at least. Wait, that's all? It's just her asking for help? Did we really need to go back for that? Please!
警察局への就
If
職
you
を
wish to
希
join
望
the
されるので
police
あれば
force, please take the
学校
recruitment
卒
exam
業後
after you've
採
graduated.
用試験を
I
受け
know
てください
no other way to answer you.
それじゃ遅いんです
But then it'll be too late!
そのようなことを
Not at all.
決して
You're still young.
警察官になるのに
Even if it
数
takes a
年を
few
かけ
years. To become an officer, you'll still have plenty of time to make an impact.
それに
Everyone must go through the same process before joining the force. We
正式な
cannot make an
警官となる
exception
のです
just for you.
あなた
分かってます
I know
警
that!
官でなくていい
I don't want to be an officer!
ただの下
Just
働
your
きでいい
assistant! I don't even want pay!
何か
Please, let me help
手
you!
伝わせてくださいあらまあ
Oh my.
おやま
Well. The Otori pair's utterances of surprise barely register. Something is churning deep in my gut.
どうして
Why
そ
are
こま
you
で
so?
私
I
私は
She fixes me with pleading eyes. I know what emotion is represented with them. And that knowledge is the blade in my heart. Few things are more painful than to be so gravely misunderstood. True! I hate being misunderstood. I hate having bad social skills and also hating being misunderstood. Do I I cursed with this? Why? Why did Kami-sama do this to me, Dornians? Why has Lala cursed me this way? You're the first! What does that mean? What does that mean what I think it means? If so, you better take responsibility. Everyone talks shit about the Roku Nana, but there's no one who will actually stand up to them. I was the same. The most I could do was cause a little trouble here and there. You're the only person I've seen, I've met, who did more than just talk. You fought them. You're the first. True. It's like I don't even exist. That's not other than mistress. I knew they were evil, but couldn't stop them. I hated myself for that. Can't even forgive those who do evil. I won't! I don't want to close my eyes and pretend I don't see! I've been looking for a way to fight back, a way to make my father proud, and now I found it! Please! I want to support you! Ah... These eyes. These eyes. Ah. Oh. The ones that look up to us. The ones that end in death!
You're mistaken. Horribly mistaken.
Eyes of the eyes of someone who thinks that he's actually morally just. The eyes of the admirer.
You hated me before. You showered me with contempt, treated me as a worthless, shameful thing.
That's because I didn't know anything. I'm sorry. I was so stupid. I didn't understand. I thought I was fighting a good fight, when really it was you.
You're wrong. You've understood me far, far better then. I'm a foul, despicable creature, no more deserving of respect than dirt beneath your feet.
Why are you like that? You fought them! You're still fighting them! But even when a dumb kid like me gives you shit, you never say a word in defense! You're a man I can respect. Don't do it. I now know that! I know that now. Oops. So much justice. It kills both good and bad! Yeah, honestly, I'm making the same face as him right now. How I want to unleash the truth. To use it as a coward's weapon to bludgeon this girl into submission. How soothing it would be to let my emotions get the better of me now. Of course, I could never do such a thing. Not with my sponsor's reputation at stake. To say nothing of my mission. Still, I cannot contain everything. Weird phrasing. I mean, given that this guy killed 2 small children in cold blood, yeah, no, I think it fits for him.
I've killed men. How can you respect me for that?
You saved all those people! Everyone in that!
I saved no one. The village was destroyed by Ginseigo.
Oh, she didn't know that. She gasped. The news isn't public yet. Her reaction is exactly what one would expect.
While I was fighting the prefect and his men, Ginseigo attacked the village. Everyone died. Everyone! Who have I saved?
What?
I've saved no one. I've only killed.
Yeah. True. You
Now that you understand, go home. Stay away from me. I'm a murderer, not the sort of man you imagine me to be. What does this remind me of? Oh, you know, it's absolutely not the same situation at all, but it reminds me of Howl's Moving Castle when he's like having a meltdown because he's ugly. Stay away! Go! You value your life, then never come here again. But you saved me! If you hadn't been there, that bastard would have killed me. I'm still alive because of you. You can't deny that. The girl needs to chill, jeez. I mean, it sounds like her dad was killed. So I think it stands that maybe she might not. Maybe she has a mom, but I don't know. Currently, I'm thinking she's solo. She's solo YOLOing it, which means she's got absolutely no reins. And who knows how long she's been like that? She's been like solo YOLOing it for years now. What? No. That's not the point. It's like I'm supposed to win this argument, not you. You're wrong. I'm not wrong. You saved my life and now I want to use it to save someone else's. I don't know what, but I have to do something. That's why I'm here. Lend you a hand. Ugh. Didn't need to do something? Yeah, I think he did. Ugh. Oh, what's the matter with this girl? I suppose there's no choice. What if I agree to look after her? Will that do? Alright, wife move right here. Captain! He really sounded out of breath when he said that. The voice actor for Kageyaki is also good. What have you got to do with this? An awful lot, actually. I'm assisting dear Kageyaki on behalf of GHQ. I just realized I'm covering her up again. Why do they keep... Well, I guess I'm not covering her up that much on this side. Yeah, I'll stay on this side for today. Really? Really? But I have to ask, do you understand what you're getting into? The enemy we're after, maybe even more dangerous than Rokunana. Huh? You heard the tragic news of the village. Well, this job is to stop Game Seigo. Man, the music's so good. Did I lower the music? We might have. I feel like the fight music was really loud. But we lowered it. Where are options? Brilliant. I can't read. Here we go, config menu. No? Let me hear the sad music! The events were all part of that, it seems. You see, young lady? It won't be as simple as Mito Komo showing his badge to the villain. What? Huh? What year is it in Japan? Why would... Who would... You're not yanking my chain? You're not yanking my chain? You're not joshing me? Are you sure you ain't praying? You no cap? No cap, bro, no cap. No cap, for real, for real? Who wrote this? I've had nothing but praise for you, but who wrote this? Absolutely not. I would never yank your chain, as you say it. It is indeed all facts and no printer. There has not been a cap in sight. And no, I have not met this Josh you speak of.
あの銀星号をあの悪魔と戦うのが港さんの仕事。
Officer Minato's job is to fight that monster. Fight Ginseigo?
おやめになる？
Getting cold feet.
いいや
No.
やる。
I'll do
や
it.
らせてください。
Please, sir. Let me help.
お願いします。いかがです？
Will this satisfy you? As I said, I'm willing to look after her if it's too much trouble.
私の方で引き受けますけれど。
大義
Captain, why?
なぜ
そうですね。
Well, for one thing, it's not like she's a complete stranger. We ran into her on our way out into the village. And she was quite helpful then. And I feel a certain kinship with her, I suppose.
共感？
Kinship?
ええ。
Yes,
私も
I
影明様
do
のこと
admire
尊敬しており
Kageyaki.
ますもの。
The courage she's shown in standing up to such great
素
evil.
晴らしいです。
Magnificent. Even you? Even you speak such madness? Is he also going to complain about her eyes? He can't see them!
あんた、実は結構いいやつなのか？
You actually a lot cooler than you look.
実は結構い
I
い
do
やつ
happen to be
ですね。
pretty cool, yes. A lot of the children that I see around the area, they do seem to say poggers a lot when I walk by.
そうか。悪かった。
Oh,
ただの
sorry.
でかい女
I
じゃな
thought you
か
were
った
just
ん
some
だ。
annoying tall chick.
お嬢
Oh,
様
well endured, mistress. That throbbing vein on your temple is most gallant. This is
この程
nothing.
度、なんでもなくってよ。これからよろしく。
It'll be a pleasure working together, little Miss Ayane.
名字にちゃん付けするんじゃね
Don't call me that! Whatever!
え。ああ、いいよ。とにかく礼は言っとく。
I guess I should thank you.
港さんの役に立てるようにしてくれる
I'll
なら
bow to
白アニメだ
GHQ
って頭くらい
Termite.
下げるさ。
To a GHQ Termite if it means getting to work with Officer Minato.
あら、光栄。
What an
そうね
honor. Do try not to be too much
影明様のお仕事の邪魔にな
trouble.
らないように頑張ってくださいましね。
Bye.
あんたこそな。
That's my line, you freeloading invader. Get in our way and I'm sending you back to Yokoyama in a box. Hello? She just like, huh? Talk about biting the hand that feeds you, Jeebus.
そう
Yes, let's try to get along, shall we? Or Kageyaki?
ああ、
Sure,
仲良くしてやるよ。
I'll put up with you.
港さんの
For
ためにな
Officer Minato. You're peeping with a middle schooler. That is also true. They will be fighting! Yeah, this is gonna be good.
美しい
What a
光景で
beautiful
ございますね
scene. It's like
あた
watching
かも
peace
ここ
talks
か
live.
映画を見ているかのようでございます
The characters in this game are just like, they're too powerful. What are these women saying? For me? For me. What do they think I am? I am nothing but a murderer. Why is a man like me lavished with affection, with respect? This is wrong. This must not be.
やめ
Stop
ろ
it.
影明様
Darling,
港さん
stay away. He's just like me. Do you also yell at women to stay away? Oh, you look awfully pale, sir. Perhaps you should rest. Stay back! Stay back, devil women! And then Hatter comes out. He pushes them all away with his mad scales. Kageyaki, dear, you really do look... Don't touch me! Stop, devil women! Oh, bro passed out. Sir? What's wrong? Are you okay? Say something! Oh. Mister! Noble samurai? You too. Listen, mister! We have something to tell you. We love you. Love you! Oh, how is that so? Oh, they really throwing it on us like this, huh? Ha! I mean, look at how well you killed us. Oh no! Yeah, that's right. I admired you too. Look how clean this cut is. No! You're awesome, man. This is their attempt at the free run challenge, and it's face. Forgive me. Forgive me. Oh, please forgive me. Words do not come out. I want so desperately to say them, but I cannot. I know that I can never be forgiven. Mister! Noble samurai! Go Muramasa! Fight for justice! Stop it, I can't take it anymore. Don't sing my praise, I don't want them. Be hate instead, curse my name! Rend my soul with the howls of condemnation. I don't like that word. Is she wiggly? Are you suffering, Kageyaki? Know that your pain. The pain of birth. I feel it too. Your every cry strikes deep into my heart. I just realized she's got a reflection of her hand on her thigh. She's that shiny. Yep, that's right, Kageyaki. He's feeling birth. I think I read that. I think that Empreg idea might actually be going further than we think. This is the pain of giving birth. Let us endure it together, my darling Kageyaki. Endure it with pride. This pain is the rite of passage that mother and child must complete together in order to bring new life into this world. In sacred projecting periods, understandable! I will devote myself to this most sacred role. I will give birth to you, and become your mother, And so, unlimited blade works. Once you are born, Kageyaki, Love me with all your heart.
俺を愛するがいい。
I don't know about this. When I come to, I am lying on a futon. The feel of the sheets and the look of the ceiling are known to me. Not so much be called familiar. This man could have been a son to me. Could she have? Would she have? Reverse Char? That's what it must be. This is my room. The room set aside for me in the commissioner's residence.
お目覚めになりまして。
Are you awake?
注意
Lieutenant, pardon me,
失礼
Captain.
態
覚えておられますの？先ほどのことは。
Do you remember what happened?
度はい
Yes. I remember losing control of myself, swept away by the conversation's unexpected turn. Pathetic.
見苦しいところをお目にかけました
I apologize for my lack of self-control. This is most embarrassing.
とんでもない。
Not at
私
all.
どもの方こそ
I should have been more
輝き様
considerate
のお
of your
悩みを
feelings.
知らず、
Taken greater
無神経
care
なことばかり
with my
言ってしまいました。
remarks. She doesn't know. He doesn't. I guess he said he doesn't want to make the commissioner look bad, so he can't, just go around saying that he's, killing kids.
あの村の一件を
What
よほど
happened
気にしておいで
to
です
that
ね。
village must truly weigh on you.
無理はあり
I
ませんけれ
sympathize.
ど。
It's not that. But we still don't know, like, why. Like, what happens if he doesn't? I recovered sufficient composure to let the misunderstanding pass. Even this short rest, about 2 hours by my internal clock, has helped.
自分が倒れたせいで
Was there any trouble
こ
at
の
the
家に
gate
入
while I
る
was
のを不自由
unconscious?
されたのではい
え、
No,
声をかけま
a
したが、
servant came right
使用
away
人の
when we
方が
called.
すぐに出てきてくださ
We
いまし
didn't
た。
even have to
あれこ
explain.
れ説明
You
するまでもな
have
く
good help.
させていただきました。良い。
牧村さんですか
Miss Makimura.
後で礼を言ってお
Have
き
to
ます
thank her later. You as well, of course. I apologize for causing you such trouble.
お手をわ
もう
Come
ご
now.
迷惑をかけてしまったのは
It
こ
was
ちら
all
で
my
すのに。
fault. Don't be so
本当に
stubborn.
お堅いか。
Does anything hurt?
お体には触りあり。
はい何ほどの
I'm fine. I sit up. There's a slight ache in my shoulder, probably bruised, when I fell. It's no impediment. It's no impediment to movement.
綾音さんはどうされました
What about
帰
Miss
られま
Aya?
したか
Did she go home?
いいえ、今の方でお待ちです。
She's waiting in the
自分
lounge.
の来訪が
She
影明
seemed
様に
quite
負担をかけ
worried
たのでは
that
ない
her
かと
visit may have
気に
caused
して
you
おいでで
undue
したね。
stress. But now she's worried? Now she's worried. Only once it actually physically ails us does she, think, maybe I should not impose so much, maybe.
そうですか
I see. I shall
では
have to
ご
clear
配
up the
慮する必要があり
misunderstanding.
ます
No new aches or pains reveal themselves when I stand. That's a relief. I have to be ready to do battle at any moment. Nah, we
参
haven't
りましょ
even met the rail bag. We're fine. We're still probably got hours before we gotta fight anyone. Let's go.
影明様、
Nagayaki?
Hi.
Yes.
やはり余
Was
計なことを申し上げましたかしら。
I wrong? I shake my head. Her meaning is obvious.
ういいえ
No. I realize
冷
now
静になって
that it
考
would
え
have been
直せ
impossible
ば
to change her mind.
あそこまで思い込んだ彼女に追い払ったところで諦めるとは
Simply
思え
sending
ませ
her
ん
away would have no effect.
捜査中を密かに
And the
尾行
last
で
thing
も
we
され
want
て
is to
は
have her
大事です
follow us in secret.
こ
She
ちら
might
を知
step
らな
into
いところ
danger
で
without
非
our
難に遭
knowing.
いかねませんから
ええ、
Indeed.
それを思えば
In which case, the
要望を
next best
認
option
めて
is to
連れ
let
て
her
行く
come
のは
along.
事前の
Her
策と言え
abilities
ま
are
す
considerable
彼
given
女
her
は年
age.
相応
But I
以上の
doubt she
能
will
力を
be
備えているよ
a
うですから
hindrance to the mission.
おそらくにむしろその意味では有益でしょう
Rather, She is likely to prove useful. It pains me to bring a student on an assignment as dangerous as this, but there seems to be no other choice. I'll contact the commissioner and get his permission. In other words, Captain, she's the same as you. I kept this part to myself.
私もそれがいいと思います。
I agree that's the best
扱い
option.
は新
As
青
for
年
paperwork,
挑発の現地協力員ということ
shall
で
we
よろしい
treat
か
her
し
as
ら
a local collaborating with the GHQ? I would not ask you to assume responsibility for her. You will be a police deputy, like myself.
よろしいの
Are you sure?
一条さんを
I'm the
受
one
け
who
入れようと言い
suggested
出した
bringing
の
her
は
along.
私なのですから。
But I'm the one she came to. It is only proper for me to take responsibility. I suppose you're right. And I'm sure she would prefer that, but
そうな
that
さった方が
anyway.
喜ぶでしょうし。
Sir!
おや、気がつかれ
Thank
ましたか。
goodness.
大変お騒がせいたしました。
I seem to have caused you distress. Allow me to apologize for my utter lack of
お詫
decorum.
びいたします。
I take a seat and lower my head if possible. If possible. Lower my head. Oh, if possible. God, I don't know why I didn't. My brain did not register the period. If possible, I would like to maintain this position through the entire conversation. It saves me the pain of making eye contact after my shameful behavior.
いえ、
Please don't!
こちらこそ気配りが足らず。
It is us who must apologize for upsetting you. I hope that there will be some way to repay you in the future.
お詫びの言葉もございません。
そのようなお気遣
He
いを
is
どう
so
か
full of cringe. Full of it. His tummy bulging.
あやめさん
Bulging with cringe. Please don't trouble yourselves, especially you, Miss Ayane. Me?
先ほどは取り乱し
I
た
lost control of myself, and I believe that I said many harsh and abusive things.
思います。
You can't say that on
誠に
YouTube.
比例の限り
In the
面目
process,
次第もございま
such
せん。
rudeness is inexcusable.
そんな。
Don't
皆
don't
さんは
say
何も
that.
悪くないです。
It wasn't your fault. I should have been more sensitive.
本当にすみません。
I'm really sorry.
お心遣いあり
Your
がとうござい
concern
ま
is
す。
appreciated. Now, while this is certainly no kind of
お
apology.
詫び
はい。
Yes?
全国のご要望の件考慮をさせていただきたく思います
I have decided to accept your
待遇は世辞
request,
にも良いものとは
though I
言い
cannot
かねるでしょう
promise that you will be entirely happy with the arrangement. Huh? Really?
ただその前に
First, however,
改
I
め
would
て
like
申
to
し上げ
impress
てお
upon
き
you
ます
that involving yourself with me is dangerous.
自分に関わることは危険です本当に危険なのです
Lethally
生命
dangerous.
に関わり
You may very well lose your life.
これは大尉殿にも
This
申
applies
し
to
上げ
you
られ
as
たこと
well,
です
Captain.
自分としては
Personally, I would like
お
really
二方とも
I would like both
この
of
ま
you
ま
to
一
leave
切
this
を
minute.
聞かずに帰られる
There's
こ
no
とを
question in
お
my
勧め
mind
します
that would be the wise choice.
疑いなくそれが最善なのです
You can't say that. Don't say that. Yeah, you can't exactly. It's like she was trying to warn us, but he didn't listen.
それでもあえて残られる
If
な
you
ら
choose to stay nevertheless,
失
and
礼
pardon me for saying so, you
実
will
に
be
愚か
making a
しい
truly
選択を
foolish
すること
decision.
になります
There's no reason for either of you to
無
risk
用
your
の
lives
危
like
険を
this.
望んで犯すのですからあえて申し上げます自分は
This is
どな
like
たのご協
that
力も
one-
強いて必要とはしてお
That
りま
one
せん
was it a Netflix movie? Where it's a bunch of women that go into like ever expanding kind of psychedelic plant world to investigate what's going on with it, and they're kind of all on like, you know, self-implosion missions. Like all of them went into it with the thought that they would not come back. That's what these two are doing right now. What movie was that? It was like a singular word and it sounded very sciencey, very science fiction-y, bioscience fiction-y. Biology.
以上を踏まえた上でご再考く
Now
ださい
please reconsider. Will you not walk away from this business altogether?
私はお答え
Do I
する
really
こと
need to
はありません
answer
ね
that?
態度も
Captain,
影明様への協力
as a
は
GHQ officer,
GHQ
my
士官として
orders are
判
to
明した
help.
ものです
I can't abort my
影明
mission
様
just
に
because
問われ
you
たから
don't want
と
me
いって
alone.
翻せるものではありませ
Move
ん
it,
し
movie!
それに
Movie. It came out definitely. It came out in like mid, like teen 2000s, I want to say. It ends in a lighthouse. It ends in a lighthouse. Else do I know about it? It's all women. All women go on the expedition. I think one woman turns into a tree person. Like she just looks like a person that is made of tree. And she's not alive anymore. I think I've seen it twice at this point because it's on Netflix. So sometimes I just like pop
必
it
要ないと
in.
言われたまま引き下がっては大鳥の名を
Yeah,
これは必ず撤回させてご覧に入れますから
I've never heard it. See, the thing is, I wouldn't be surprised if you have, but I'm explaining it so poorly. Because I think the explanation I'm giving and the explanation that they give as a movie summary are very different. Very, very different. And there's my pride to think about. If I back down now, after what you've said, I'm not needed. It would shame the Otori name. I intend to make you reconsider that assessment. So do look forward to it.
それでこそ
Well
お嬢
said,
様
mistress.
私も
Same here.
すみません
I'm sorry, sir.
迷惑をかけること
I
に
know
なるの
I'm
は
going
分かって
to
るん
be a
です
burden I
私
know
がこれ
that
までチンピラ連
what
中の
I've
相手にな
done
ってたようなことが
against punks and gangsters isn't gonna work against what you're facing.
でも
But
戦
still,
えるようにな
I
りたい
want to fight.
今は
And
無
if I
理でも
can't do anything now,
必ず
I want to get stronger.
私は逃げた
But
く
I
な
don't
い
want
んで
to
す
run. Not from Nana. And not from Ginseigo.
銀星私を育ててくれた
I
人
want
に
to learn
恥じるよ
to
うな生
fight
き方はし
like
たくない
you.
戦い方を知
So
りたい
as to not betray the people who raised me.
お願いします
That's why I'm asking
私を
you.
港さんのそばに置い
Please
てください
Let me stay!
気のせいですかしら
Is it just my imagination?
私のセリフと比べて
Was that reply far more likely to win points than mine?
あたかも愛の告
That
白の
was
ごとし
practically a confession of
これは
love.
大きく
You'll
遅れ
have
を
to
取っ
work
てしまい
hard
ま
to
した
make
よ
up
お
that
嬢
this
様
loss, mistress.
ちゃちゃ入れてんじゃねえ
Don't interrupt! What do you mean, love? I was just...
私はただ
The Kageyaki is not entertained. The weak heart may be saddled readily, but the stout heart is impossible to tame. What is bro talking about? There's only one thing I can do.
影明様何かおっしゃられました
No! 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 Did you say something, dear?
いえ
No. Positions are
お二
understood.
人のご意
I have
思を
nothing
理
more
解
to
しま
say.
した
じゃあ
Then,
銀星号事件の
please
解
lend me
決の
your
ため
assistance in ending the
ご
Ginseigo
協力を
massacres.
お願いします大鳥かなえ
Captain
GHQ
Otori
隊
Kanae, Miss Ayane
綾音
Ichijo.
一条さん
お任せください
You can count on me. Thank you!
礼などはご無用
Please do not thank me.
自
He
分が
brings
恥
me
ずかしくなり
shame.
ます
Bro folded like a chair! Woo! I drag you into danger and you show me gratitude? How am I supposed to feel?
で
Now then, to tell you about the objective of our search.
銀星号のこと
Ginseigo. Is mysterious as the dark side of the moon. Be a man watches that somehow gets claimed. YouTube's like, yeah, we heard that. You can't get biased. Disney is at your house right now, aiming missiles. I hope you don't mind. The tea that Miss Makimura provides is comfortingly bitter, as always. I take a sip to wet my tongue and steel my nerves for the topic ahead.
Captain,
you asked me earlier why I must hunt Ginseigo. Yes. She is my sister. But Ginseigo said she wanted to give birth to you! Your sister wants to give birth to you? This is illegal in the UK. This is illegal in the UK. I will not stand for it. Pardon? What? 2 years ago, my sister took possession of an ancient tsurugi kept by my house, joined with it, and was promptly driven insane. At that moment, she ceased to be the person she was. She became a monster, death and destruction in human form. She became Ginseigo. I joined with the other tsurugi in my family's keeping, and have been chasing Ginseigo ever since. I've engaged her a number of times these past 2 years, but to no avail. Okay, well that did get worse. Yeah. I pause here. No one says a word. Each of the women is wearing a similar expression. Like she wants to say something, but doesn't know how. My cowardly plan appears to have worked. By presenting minimal information as though it were the whole truth, I've managed to avoid certain unnecessary details. Nice. What details are you avoiding, huh? Huh? Mr. Unreliable Narrator? Huh? Unnecessarily? Hardly. The details that I have left unspoken is the most important of all. Why my sister went insane. Go on. You can tell us. I'll keep it a secret, Mr. Kageyaki, sir. I am in no position to divulge that secret. However, for the curse that destroys her finds me as well. Should they learn of it, their respect would surely turn to hatred in the blink of an eye. So, maybe it has to do with why he has to kill people. Maybe it is like a curse. But then what happens if he doesn't? If all that happens from him not offing other people is that he dies, then he's got some explaining. It better be way worse. It better be like the whole world explodes or something like that. Otherwise, sir. Otherwise. If he's just like saving himself. Like a demon bane? A demon bane? Demon bane didn't like kill people, like innocent people, to save himself though, right? I don't think so. But people did go insane in Demon Bane. That definitely happened. That were all, it would be acceptable, even preferable. But there is a good chance they would also seek to bring me to justice. It's too soon for that. Until Ginseigo is gone from this world, I must be able to act freely. The sheer arrogance of thinking that I can decide the time of my punishment makes me want to vomit. But such is my burden. But like Kuro was always trying to minimize collateral damage. Yeah. Dude, Kuro would probably not be able to do... If this guy indeed has like a curse to where it's like slay, innocence, just save the world. I don't know if Kuro can do that. I don't know if Daijuji Kudo would be up for that. He would probably, you know what? He would just get in Full Metal Demon in Demon Bane, and just he would like, I don't know, go back to a time where the person who said that curse existed, and then he would just off them. He would cheat. You know, he would use Demon Bane's powers of no you didn't. Mine works better, and just destroy the creator of the curse. That's how Daijuji Kudo works. He would just Demon Bane it. I move on to, which means Mr. Kageyaki Minato, he's just not a good guy. He's not using the powers of his mech to turn back time and stop the curse from ever happening. I moved to the next topic. Oh wait, no, this is just narrator. I moved to the next topic, taking advantage of their considerate silence. What a craven I am.
There are two reasons why Ginseigo is such a fearsome adversary. Why it is able to sow death on a scale far beyond what a single Musha should be capable of.
What would Daijuji Kudo do? If he were here today, I'm sure he would warp an untold eon or two. That's what Daijuji Kudo would do. It is. Would secretly be his own grandpa. Daijuji Kudo would secretly have been someone who took his own life. Wait, Daijuji Kudo would be his own Tsurugi. Daijuji Kudo would go back in time, become a blacksmith, and then he would become a Tsurugi, and then the current modern day Daijuji Kudo would then pilot said Tsurugi. That's what would happen. First is simple martial prowess. In my opinion, both the Tsurugi and its master are without equal. From what we've seen, you're quite strong yourself, yet you say Ginseigo is superior?
Yes. It would be an understatement to say that it is on an entirely different level. Second, and by far more dire, is that the Tsurugi possesses the ability to warp minds. Warp minds?
That sounds most ominous.
Could not be more so. Ginseigo generates a special kind of gravity wave, covering Minovsky particles, covering a large spherical radius, centered on itself, that has a profound effect on the human brain. Anyone caught within this radius has his or her mind synchronized with that of Ginseigo's pilot. In other words, with the mind of a deranged murderer.
Is that why there's always evidence that the victims fought with each other?
Correct. In fact, most of the victims actually kill each other after their souls have been ripped from them by Ginseigo.
My word. How very troublesome.
Just so. Even worse, however, is what happens when another Musha encounters Ginseigo.
Mushas get their minds warped too?
No. Even Ginseigo's power is unable to affect a Tsurugi's pilot directly. As far as I know, there have been no instances of this happening. However, Ginseigo was able to implant other Mushas with its eggs.
Just sounds wrong knowing now that it's his sister. So my sister's going around implanting Musha with her eggs.
Tamago?
Eggs? I call them that for convenience. But they are in fact another sort of gravity wave. The egg appears as glowing spheres and are absorbed into the tsurugi upon contact. There they mature. Until after an indefinite amount of time, they hatch. What happens then? I have not yet seen it happen, since I have destroyed all of Ginsego's eggs before they could hatch. In fact, this has been my main undertaking these past 2 years. This is because eliminating the eggs may be an even greater concern than defeating Ginsego itself. If what I've been told is true, then a Musha whose egg is allowed to hatch will, at that moment, become a copy of Ginsego.
Oh. 2 Ginsego. 3? There could be thousands of Ginsegos. Mitosis. Mitosis. I see. Eggs, indeed. It certainly scrambles things up quite a bit.
These details have not been made public. Only I, the Commissioner, His Highness, and now you 3 know of it.
So, we should keep it to ourselves.
Please do. Should word of Ginsego's mind-warping powers or its eggs ever reach the public, it would incite widespread panic. And no wonder. Ginsego isn't just a monster, but a monster that drives you insane, just by being nearby, and may even multiply it without warning.
I can imagine people fainting face first into their soup when they hear the news. Ida's expression is one of disbelief, while the GHQ pair appear more resigned than surprised. I am glad that none of them seem overwhelmed by the enormity of what I've just revealed. Of course, if I'd thought them so weak as that, I would not have told them about it.
Now you know the terrible truth of what we face. What will you do?
Well, now... I knew it was a monster, but damn! They're at a loss for words. This is the response I hoped for. It was worth revealing such sensitive information to obtain it.
One last time, I press. I recommend that you remove yourselves from this matter. You promise not to divulge what you've learned, then. Oh? Is that what you meant? Pardon? I thought you were asking how we should go about hunting it.
So did I. If that's what you're asking, then my answer hasn't changed. Actually, I'm even more determined to help.
Me too. I never assumed that we could take our time. But now that I know just how dire the situation is, I'm resolved to finish this as soon as possible. I can't back out now.
He's like, dang it! Plan failed! He just can't, he clearly doesn't understand women. Mr. Kageyaki Minato, you really gotta learn. You gotta learn the ways of women, and this is clearly not the way. Hold on. I'm getting my blinky. I am blinking up. Okay. I am blinkied up, Dornians. What even are true? What are women? What do women do? How do women breathe? Would you like some more tea, sir?
Please.
I drained my cup, washing down the last vestiges of my scattered hope. He's such a dramatic man. So be it.
綾音さん、
Miss Ayane.
Yes?
一条、
Ichijo.
Yes?
これからお前は俺
From
の
this
部下
point
として
forward, I will treat you as my
身分
subordinate.
は鎌倉
You will be an
警察
unofficial
総長
deputy of the Kamakura
Okay.
Police Department, same as myself. However, you must follow my every
指示に
order.
は全て従っても依存は
Any objections?
ありません。
None! Ba-ba-bum.
大尉殿
Captain.
Absolute Banky. Yep, that's me right now. That is me. Pretty sure they just breathe with their boobs. Kojima would have done his research. Oh my, of course, Kojima. Yeah, that's true. That's true. If anyone is to be believed when it comes to women, if anyone is to be trusted with the authority on women, definitely Kojima. Definitely.
ハンカチを噛みながら恨みがましい視線で見ないでくだ
Please
さい
don't glare at me while you're gnawing on your handkerchief.
だって、なんか羨ましいん
I'm
です
so jealous.
あちらは名前
She
呼び
gets
捨て
called by
こち
her
らは
given
大
name
尉
while
殿
you're
距
still
離感の差が
captain.
あまり
It's
にも
easy
如
to
実で
see
ござ
who
い
is
ますな
closer in his heart.
妬ましい。
Why are you?
私のことも呼び
Why you?
くださいま
This is unacceptable. I insist that you use my name too. It's so funny. Video, women understand Kojima. I don't know how much longer I can keep this going. It hurts. Every word I'm saying, it hurts me inside.
できません
I cannot.
Perish the thought.
ハニー
Then call me honey, or even better, sweet honey.
おいてめえ
Hey,
騒ぎで
you
何
better get your head on straight before someone rips it off.
なんですの
Darling,
ダーリンのパシ
Did
リ
you-
の方
did your servant just say something?
ダーリン言う
Don't
な
go in
妄想
that, you crazy giant.
巨体
Giant?
ああお
Ah,
父様の心の
I
セーフ
heard
ティ
my
ーロックが
mistress's
音を
safety is
立てて
disengaging. That's right. I completely forgot. The first step of good teamwork is establishing a clear
突き上
hierarchy.
げるためにはあやるか GHQ
Yeah? You wanna go GHQ? Let's see if you've got more than just a. Let's see if you're more than just a waste of air.
オーケー
No wonder the VA said that English was okay. She's so good at it.
失礼
Excuse me, ladies. I'm not finished explaining.
すみません
Just wait a minute, sir. I'm gonna chop some firewood for your bath tonight. But there will be plenty. Don't worry.
ええすぐに
That's
済みます
right,
から
dear.
少
Just
々お
relax
待ち
and
くだ
drink
さい
your
まし
tea. Only need
ほんの
one
これ
of
くら
these
い
to
で片付
finish
きます
this. Like if she slid out. Yeah, right. I was hiding her the whole time.
指一本
One finger.
1ラウンドではありません
One
1分
round.
です
No, 1 minute.
上等だ
Bring it on! And they're gone. They're clearly in no mood to listen. Turning away from the growing storm of inanity, I direct my gaze instead at the ceiling, where I spot familiar crimson spider. So she can get tiny?
話はまとまった
Is it decided?
聞いていたのか
You heard?
大体のところはね
Most of it.
正直
If you ask me, we're better off without them.
やむを得ない選択の結果
There's no other solution.
と
At least, none that I can think of.
危険は分かっているのね
You know what could happen, right?
あ
Yes.
あ
I'll make an effort not to grow closer than necessary.
It might be too late. Futile, of course. Sacrifices are inevitable. No, they aren't.
ならいいけど
Alright, anyway. You want my report?
どうした
You find something. A trace of Ginseigo.
Where?
Some gigantic structures west of the city. I couldn't tell what it was for, but it was awfully loud inside. West? I searched my memory. Something there. Something famous. You know what it is?
Yes. It has to be.
The racetrack! They were talking about, what is it, Tsurugi races, right? Our friend from chapter 1, who's blind now. Racetrack. Ooh! Racetrack! The sport of armor racing began in Great Britain about 30 years ago, popularized, as horse racing and motorsports have been, by gentry with too much time on their hands. God, Uma Musume, but with mechs. Historically, tsurugi were long revered as sacred instruments of war. It was unthinkable to use them for any other purpose. This changed, however, with the advent of mass-produced tsurugi. The idea of staging races between musha, the fastest beings in creation, met with resounding acclaim. The nobles of England immediately set to drawing up frameworks, all while asking themselves, why hadn't they thought of it sooner? So began the armor races. 1 year after the first race was held in England, the sports crossed the Dover Channel into Europe. Within 3 years, the first league was found to govern the countless teams and had sprouted from the Iberian Peninsula to the borders of Russia. Mecha Pure. Must not be a song I know. What do I know when it comes to Uma Musume girls? Mambo, Omatsuri Mambo. I know that one. Armor racing reached Yamato about 20 years ago and instantly garnered tremendous popularity. It seemed certain that the sport would flourish, but war was on the horizon, and with the approach of hostilities came restrictions on non-essential industries. Bitch for... Thank you. I am the Mambo. Forced to cut back drastically during the war, the sports was rendered all but defunct. The years after the peace treaty, however, saw a rapid growth in the demand for its revival, and with the help of certain influential individuals, the Yamato League was re-established. F1 track from like the 40s looks pretty modern. What? Nah, this is definitely 40s racetrack looking. This racetrack, the Kamakura Circuit, was completed just last year. See, it's new. And now, right before our very eyes, the first Yamato Grand Prix is beginning. Tsukimaki. Wait, I got this. Tsukimaki. Tannhauser Bidorni. That's me. That's me. Asphalt road. You know, maybe because there was war, a different kind of war. Maybe they got asphalt faster. Is Ginseigo somewhere in the stadium? Ichigo asks, struggling to peer over the head of the spectators. 'Cause she's short! I wonder she's shorter than me. She's a middle schooler. She has to be.
I think we can rule that out.
While answering, I loosen my collar against the heat. The raw passion of the crowd is enough to push away the cool autumn breeze and usher in the summer once more. No. None of the racers currently on the track are top rankers. Those won't show up until tomorrow. And yet, the crowd teems with excitement. Sorry, but how sure is it pronounced Hoiser? Hoiser. 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 Her height, her height has to start with a 4. I trust. She's a middle schooler. She's a middle schooler that is easy to enrage. She's got to be 4 something. It's easy to see how fervently the fans long for the sports revival and how unsatisfied they've been with the small regional races that were the most Yomatoan managed before today. The devotion of sports fans can often seem excessive to outsiders. I know, however, that the joy of these spectators is pure and wholesome. Far cry from madness.
This excitement is natural, not the effect of mental corruption. Moreover, it would be difficult for a Shin-uchi like Jinseigo to conceal itself here.
Why's that?
Oh, this is your first time at the circuit.
Well, yeah. I never had much interest in it before. Though, it looks like it might be cool.
Armored race always use red kruxes. What you would have called kazuuchi. You'll never see a shin-uchi on the track. They can't win, you see.
Win? I'm gonna up my 5-2 friends by calling him 414. Don't! That's cruel! That's cruel and unusual punishment. I can't believe Blade Runner lied to me about how to pronounce Tannhausa. Tannhausa! Yeah, Japan's always right when it comes to pronunciations. Why? Aren't Shin-uchi better than Kazuuchi? Yeah!
That is true in combat, but this is armored racing, where speed is everything. Racers use special kazuuchi called racing kruxes, built expressly for this purpose. Would any smith forge such a shin-uchi?
I guess not. Indeed, when it comes to racing, kazuuchi are undeniably superior. Not that there is any rule, per se, against shin-uchi participating. There are, in fact, occasional eccentrics who compete using shin-uchi. However, not a single one has ever performed well. Tsukimi is banned. Bring out the band cannon! The actual German pronunciation is Tannhäuser? Really? Okay, so America pronounced it wrong. Also believable, though. Also, very believable. Very believable. If Shin-uchi were present, it would stick out like a sore thumb. That goes double for the shining silver Ginseigo. Of course, considering Ginseigo's capabilities, I imagine she could put on a strong show if she ever decided to compete. So that means we're looking for
A tsurugi that has been implanted with an egg. According to Muramasa, the scent is beginning to pulse.
Ew.
This means the egg is close to hatching. We don't have much time.
Muramasa?
My tsurugi. Come to think of it, that's the first time you've mentioned its name. Not very auspicious, is it?
I'm sure the smith was a lover of the picaresques. Of the picaresque. I think that's how you pronounce that. Best not to tell them it's an original.
You mentioned the scent. Can we trust your Tsurugi's sense of smell? As it were? Based on past experience, I believe it merits trust. We can assume that there is an infected Tsurugi somewhere in or near the stadium.
Sniffer. It will be impossible to search such a large area thoroughly, but that's business as usual. This seems like the worst place to have to find one. Like, this is great for Ginseigo to hide one because there's so many Tsurugi out. It'd be hard to find it, like, easily. Like, of course we're gonna end up finding it, but just planting one amongst a bajillion. It's literally a needle in a haystack. It's an egg and a Tsurugi stack. Is there any way to narrow it down? For example, areas where the presence is particularly strong?
I'm afraid that's not how it works. Muramasa can only determine the general area in which it's located.
But then there's no way to find it.
There is. If Muramasa makes visual contact with the infected, then it will know. Muramasa has taken position overlooking the track. We'll be able to check all of the racing cruxes. That may not be enough, however. It's possible that a non-participating Tsurugi, such as a training crux, was implanted with an egg. We'll have to check those ourselves.
Got it.
So, what should we do first? For now, let's just watch.
A nice day at the racetrack. Well, I would like to head into the pit and start checking cruxes right this minute. That would be next to impossible. The pit is obviously off limits to outsiders, and I doubt flashing my sunburst would give me so much as a bow. This Yamato Grand Prix, the first national race since the war ended, is being hosted by Rokunana itself. Police authority will have no use here. I need to think of something. By the way, what's going on right now?
The qualifiers. It's where unproven racers are put to the test to weed out those who don't deserve to compete.
The racers who score high in the qualifier will be allowed to join the preceded races for tomorrow's preliminary. How do you score high? It looks like everyone's stopping and staring whenever they want. Not actually racing or against each other. Not actually racing against each other.
The qualifier is a time trial. The on your mark, set, go is reserved for the final showdown.
Cool. Her tone is lackluster, but her eyes are glued to the track. Given Ichijo's personality, one wouldn't expect her to stay indifferent to a contest like this for long. I remember I had one student, one elementary school student, and she wanted to be a boat racer. Like, there's, for some reason, boat racing is kind of big here. And like in Osaka, they have this whole area that is specifically for boat racing. And this one student of mine, she was like really outgoing. She was one of those annoying students that had to like quit for everything. She liked to make random outbursts to be the class clown. She was still cool, but you know, she was like one of those students. And anytime she was allowed to say like what she wanted to do, or if she got like her choice to say something in English, she would always make it about boat racing. I'm surprised to run into a few of those. Right? It's like such a random thing. Why? Like they're tiny little boats that they race. It's not like a real boat that most people take out. They're like jet skis. They're akin to jet skis, if anything. They're not jet skis, jet boats? What do they call them? They're not boats. They're mini boats. But for a qualifier, a couple are putting on a good showing. The race who just made the airplane turn appears especially skilled. They are called jet skis, okay? I'm not crazy.
That's a Yokomori Tanzo hound. Yokotan is already seated, so perhaps it's a semi-work offshoot.
Since when are you knowledgeable about this?
It looks too heavily customized for that. The suspension is clearly a different design. Private owner, perhaps?
Someone passed him! Yeah, what was that? The guy came to the right, then muscled in from the left. I saw sparks fly for a second. Hydroplanes? What's a plane doing in these wordings? That's just mean. That's just rude. Oh, that must be the police team. Look, they found their strider. Looks like they found their strider.
Tamara hot bolt. Not bad for an old model.
Why are we all talking like we know about this stuff? I guess when he said everyone's into this, he really meant it.
I can still race. It can still race with the best, can't it? So long as it has a first-rate pilot and crew. Though I suppose the weight is still a problem.
Better for kicking booty. Yes, indeed. It lacks acceleration, but it's very strong against collisions. That gives it an advantage in the tight sections of the track.
Oh.
Wait a second. That Tamara design looks pretty familiar, Dornians. I'm gonna kasha this just in case. Definitely not Tamiya. While direct attacks against other racers are of course illegal, collisions, intentional or otherwise, are not considered such. This is what allowed the Hot Bolt, with its comparatively thick armor, to remain in use despite its age. Lucky number 7. Still, there's no denying that the machine is obsolete. Without the speed and maneuverability to gain significantly in the straights or the corners, the best it can hope for is to stay in the top 20. And even then, only with tireless dedication on the part of the pilot and crew. As if to prove my point, the hound that was pushed aside in the straight has come back to take the lead in the corner. It still turns like a drunken bull, I see. Close enough! Welcome back, Immortal Grand Prix! It's IGPX time! And that game was kind of fun. It's a shame it really was like the same... It wasn't the same maps, but it really was just the same thing every time. You were just racing. And I guess it is all racing games. Also, the new racing game came out and it has mecha. I went to go see if anybody playing it had mecha on their screen. Nobody had mecha on their screen.
Understeer is practically a disease.
I'm sure the police team would like to trade it in for a newer model, but there's no room in the budget for that. Keeping the team going is hard enough. Forza! Yeah, Forza. Yeah, like, the promotional stuff kept showing mecha. But then, like, the game itself, nobody cares about the mecha. What the heck is with that? Maybe they can't get it yet. What if it's, like, late game stuff? I think it's only a race and you race against the Gundam. Really? That's so sad. That's so... Why would they hype it up like that? Why would they do that? The Hound and the Hot Bolt. I only know early racers in the qualifier. I direct my attention elsewhere.
Muramasa report.
All clear. I'm pretty sure I've seen all the Tsurugi in the contest. In this contest, but nothing stands out. They're just the usual knockoffs.
Alright.
Knockoffs. This isn't the first time Muramasa has referred to Kazuuchi as such. I suppose I can see how Kazuuchi, particularly racing crosses, might offend the sensibility of someone whose entire life was defined by the old ways of Tsurugi smithing. Yeah. I feel like if the soul has any memory of being a human, seeing that there is now mechs out there that don't require someone to offer up their life, yeah, I feel like there would be a little bit of, you know, hate. Just, I don't know if jealousy would even be the right word. It's just, you know, just disdain.
Did you check the stands?
Not yet. Should I?
Can't be too careful. Send me the visual.
Sending. Whoa. We can see what Muramasa sees without even being in Muramasa? Over there. Over yonder. One section of the stands is cordoned off from the rest. VIPs. Hey! It's everyone's favorite Valley girl. Like, oh my god, guys. Wowie, wowie. Tachamaru! Dude, I like whatever combination she's got going. What is her shoes? Like, is she wearing sandals with multicolored socks or something? What a look. What a queen. Yeah, the glasses, the shorts, the knee highs, the thigh highs, really? The weird shoes that I don't quite understand. The hat, it's all good. It's all very good. Okay, but then, wait, am I covering up? Do you see? The strap isn't connected. The strap isn't connected if you look on this foot. I thought the strap was part of it, but it's not. If this was made today, I would say AI. Because it's like, what is the strap part of the socks? What's happening here? The belly. The belly. Amazing is what it is. So I could probably stay low. Probably staying low is the best. Stay low. Stay low. Stay low. Oops. Right, there you go. I fell behind on the other computer. Because as I've said, we have the other computer. There's been nothing so far. I think the past 2 streams, we haven't had anything like crazy. It was just that one scene where horrible things were done to the kids. One girl in particular. They're like stirrups, I think. On the sock? I guess like it's just weird that they're where they are. It's a weird place for the socks. Unless maybe she's got like 2 pairs of socks on. She's got yellow ones and then she's got the black ones, and the black ones have like the belts on them so that they don't fall off. These spectators seem, on average, more richly attired than the rest of the crowd. Sponsors and invited guests, most likely. There are also musha, though in a far different sort than those on the track. Those are proper tsurugi, heavy and imposing. A dragoon detail, presumably there to guard the VIPs against terrorist attacks and the crashes that are inevitable in any race.
Muramasa.
All clear.
Understood.
If the target had been present in that bunch, it would have made things a great deal simpler, in a manner of speaking. What's wrong? Oh, nothing. The sun must be getting to me.
Are you all right? Perhaps you should stand in the shade.
Please don't worry. I just felt a little dizzy.
Please rest, Captain. It will be too late once you get heat stroke.
So true. Don't get heat stroke, Dornians. Don't do it. I don't think it was full heat stroke, but I definitely got hit by being out in the heavy summer California heat and then not drinking enough water. I didn't completely black out, but I was a couple steps away and I was like, I need to go down. I need to go lie down, please. Oh, you scoundrel. You're trying to lure me into the shadows, aren't you? What are you planning?
I was merely suggesting that you cool your head.
Both literally and figuratively. Now you get it. He's telling you to think about your age, old woman. Adolescence. That place in life where children can't help but rebel against their betters. Don't worry, I don't take it personally. This is just another trial on the path to becoming family. Darling, I'm alright with little Ayane living with us, even if she is your daughter from a previous marriage. She loves role-playing. Heat waves are not a joke. It wasn't even a heat wave. It was just regular Californian sun. It was band camp. So we were just standing out in the sun, doing physical exercise for ungodly amounts of hours. No fun. No fun. She is so super creek.
I see.
You're living in a dream world. And stop calling me that. A lively bunch, aren't they? If you mean that in a bad way. Struggling to ignore the curious stares we're gathering, I direct my gaze to the clock tower, the center of the circuit. It looks like the qualifier will be over soon. Now, what to do? As long as we're just regular spectators, we don't have many options. We'll need more freedom to conduct a thorough investigation. Only people who have backstage access are shogunate officials, sponsors, and participating team members. Possible we'll want to blend in with one of those groups. In which case... Sayo. Mistress. Look over there. The VIP seats. Yes, to the right. That's the princess of Horigoe. Well, if it isn't Lady Chachamaru. That brings back memories.
Since she wasn't introduced at the opening ceremonies, it must be going incognito. It seems her reputation as eccentric is well deserved. And who was that woman next to her? That must be Yutsuzu, Lady Chachamaru's most beloved maidservant. Rumor has it she's actually the lady's mother. There have always been doubts about the legitimacy of her birth, as you know. Her mother? That would make an emishi. Oh, I forgot. We're not supposed to mention that. I feel like they said that word before, but I forget. I forget what emishi is. Well, even if nobody says it out loud, everyone knows the general is a half-dwarf. Oh, right. The emishi are the people... The people, that we met last time. In the other, not world. That we met in the other chapter. In any case, this is a little inconvenient. Should we take care not to be seen? I don't think we have to worry about that. You've only met a few times, and she was but a child then. I doubt she remembers you. True. Then we needn't worry about any awkward run-ins. Hopefully, striking up casual conversation is likely an unrealistic prospect. Now, if it were Shishiku, we'd know exactly what to expect. But it's impossible to say now. Others might react. Though I suppose a friendly welcome is out of the question. All the more reason to let sleeping dogs lie, no? You're right. I'll try not to worry about it. I'm sure it'll be fine. Right? What, do like all of them have like the 5 senses enhanced? Like one of them, Otori's Kanae Otori has good eyesight. Does Chachamaru have like great ears or something? This voice. Where have I heard it before? Hey, you! Give me those binoculars. Ma'am. Well, she was spotted instantly. It's the older Otori sister. The hell's she doing here? Is that why she was all pissy earlier? Now it makes sense. Who's that next to her? Oh. I wonder... I honestly thought that character was just like a side character that like wouldn't get anything. But maybe she's actually character. Hey, princess! It looks like things are getting interesting. Princess. Princess. Wait, who princess? I will now explain our course of action. Okay.
Oh!
Otori, what are you doing? Bring it. Mistress, you're trying much too hard to make an impression. We begin our investigation after the qualifier has ended. When most of the spectators have left the stadium. Muramasa still places Ginsego's scent inside the circuit. We don't have to worry about the teams that were eliminated. They've all left as well. Tsumoto is simply just great, I think. I think she's just neat.
But given what side she's on, you know, we just gotta pray that, you know, she doesn't commit any too many atrocities. Like, we've seen some pretty bad ones from her main character, so I feel like she's got a lot to do to be worse than that, but who knows with this game.
We will focus on the teams that did not participate in today's time trial. Most of them should be in their respective paddocks, preparing for tomorrow's preliminary. Some racers might head out to the tracks for practice. We can leave those for Muramasa to check. We will pretend to be involved with the race administration and attempt to gather information from pilots and crew. Security won't be as tight as during the race, so there should be no problem unless you do something to invite suspicion. If that happens, disengage immediately. Being too greedy now will only make our jobs more difficult later. Question? Yes, Captain. How should we frame our inquiries? Do you know ChuiiKZ? Subtle enough? How is that subtle? In order to avoid tipping our hand, it would be best for now to elicit information through casual conversation. Surprising truths can often be gleaned from seemingly innocuous statements. The only specific direction I can give is to look for someone who desires power. Desires power. That appears to be the common thread linking those chosen by ChuiiKZ. Muramasa. You continue to keep watch from the control tower, where teams are likely on track. Understood. By the way, Mido. Yes. I've been thinking about the 7 eggs ChuiiKZ scattered this time. Of the 7, we've already encountered 3. Don't you think they had something in common? Something in common. They all desired power. Were starved for it. Even they wanted the strength to bend others to their will and realize their dreams. Suzukawa Ryobu, Nagasaka Ukyo, Fuma Kotaro. Even if the nature of their obsession was different, they were all like that, weren't they? Could it not be a coincidence? It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that all the other times. It seemed like the infected were chosen randomly, which they probably were. But this time, it's a clear pattern. Probably because these eggs bestow part of my power upon the recipients. So, she might as well give it to people who want it. Yes, they're being chosen deliberately. The worst of the worst, basically. In which case, we just need to find someone who's thirst for power. Who thirsts for power, who wants it more than anyone else. Oh. That's gonna be hard at a sporting event. Is that not like every sports person? Like the racers themselves, they want to have the power to win. The sponsors want to have the power to, they just want power, money and power, and that's why they're sponsoring. This is the worst setup we could have. Someone who thirsts for power? Of course, anyone in the racing profession is likely to qualify to some degree. Exactly! That's what I'm saying! Kageyaki gets it. He gets me. Oh my god. Admiration towards Kageyaki. True.
But someone who's truly obsessed with power is bound to stand out more. Is bound to stand out. I believe it merits our attention.
Agree. Then we proceed in that vein, as to split up and search for clues, so we can cover more ground.
That's our Darkling, he gets me. Wait. I don't know if I want Kageyaki to get me. I won't let you down! Shall we be off, Sayo? Right. Right with you, mistress. Everyone seems to treat us as one character after all.
Now, where should I begin?
Be careful. You have a way of setting people on edge.
Nonsense. I'm perfectly capable of friendly conversation when the situation calls for it.
I don't know about that, actually. I like the look of this place. I approve.
Kadokura Naoya of Team Sawada.
Yeah?
You were the regional champion of Shikoku. However, you are not considered a contender for the national title.
What the?
Do you desire power?
Man, he is not subtle at this. What are you? Stop! Someone stop Kageyaki! He cannot be on his own. He cannot be alone. Make her stop. Oh my god. What is that face? What is that face?
If I were you, if I were to offer you power beyond your wildest dreams, would you take it?
Not from that face, no. No, I would never trust anyone looking at me like that. Ah! It's the devil, he's come for my soul! Devil you know beats the devil you don't. Well, that went pleasantly.
What did I do wrong?
Literally everything. Literally everything. Extremely contorted face. He's really stretching his muscles. Everything.
The others are doing all right.
Better than you, I'm sure. I decided to try a different track. Peering into a nearby garage, I spot a familiar logo. Tamura Armor Works. This must be the garage for Tamura's famous racing team, which has been a powerhouse in the sports since the pre-war period. Can I help you?
Pardon me. I'm merely gathering information on the enemy.
My answer to the mechanic's question is short and to the point. Players are talkative. A little brusqueness helps to avoid suspicion. Oh, you're from the police team.
Yes, I am. This is my first time participating. Is it that obvious?
A scary looking guy like you? Only one team you could be on.
I see.
Well, I object to some of his reasoning. His answer has given me an idea.
Of course. You should have asked to be placed on the police team.
I'll arrange it before the day is out. How's your hot bolt running?
Very well, thank you. It's a splendid machine. The quality of the design is remarkable, considering that it was first shaft-driven Ford wing drive. It's a little hard to maintain, though.
We get that a lot. They weren't thinking about maintenance back when they designed it. Still, it makes us happy to know you guys are taking good care of it. Mechanic smiles, drove it. See, mechanics, they just enjoy. They're in it for the love. They're in it for the craft. They may be enemies, but they're excited to talk about their mechs. The other staff within earshot don't appear to resent my presence either. The police team's hot bolt is a Tamura product, which is, which I suppose makes his family of a sort. They're still rivals. It should be relatively easy to gather information here. They carry the whimsy. Will you go out again today? No, we finished our practice in the morning. This time, we're keeping our machines a secret till the main event.
So it's a new model.
Don't tell anyone.
Understood.
I just look forward to tomorrow's prelim, he says, in a conspiratorial grin. Got it. Easy peasy. I look around the garage. Well, I'm sure the mechanic has some interesting story to tell. There's someone else I need to speak with right now. Is it a cute girl? It takes 2 or 3 scans of the room to find the person I'm looking for. That's how small she is. At least 2 or 3 heads shorter than the burly mechanics. One might say that her diminutive stature contrasts with her significance to the team.
That's...
Yeah, our top racer. You've seen pictures, right?
Yes, in magazines. May I pay my respects?
Go ahead. Oh, but try not to look so scary around her. She's a bit shy. I thought she was a mechanic. I was gonna be really excited. She's just a pilot.
All right.
I head off slightly disheartened by the man's last words, made all the more biting for their lack of malice. Tamura's top racer is sitting against the wall, intent on polishing a tiny metal object. It must be part of a racing crux. Though the care she's showing makes it seem more like a precious stone. A filthy pilot! Filthy! Why couldn't we're gonna meet a cute girl? That's gonna be in danger because of us. And she's not a mechanic. We're in the hangar and we're not meeting the mechanic. It's messed up. 2 brushes with a thin cloth. Pause to inspect the shine and repeat. All racers possess a certain love for the machine, but hers appears to be stronger than the average. Perhaps she is naturally inclined towards forming attachments with her equipment? It does not appear to have noticed my approach. I softly speak so as not to startle her.
Excuse me.
She lifts her head slowly, as if coming out of a trance. It's got burning. She's got the bandage on her nose. I know her face and name by heart, though she certainly doesn't know mine. Her gaze seems to grip me with physical force, a quality of force unique to armor racers. Oh. Am I in the way? Nope! We're good. Interesting. Everybody interesting.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Oji Misao.
Misao. You are?
Minato Kageyaki. With the police team.
It's not a complete lie, depending on how you look at it. Still, I may not have been so quick to fall back may not have been so quick to fall back on underhanded tactics, if not for the sensation of her peering into my soul. Such deep eyes. If possible, I would like a few moments of your time.
Hi.
Okay. I've heard much of your accomplishments. 10 victories in a single year is no mean feat. Yeah. While the power of your thunderbolt is doubtless a factor, such exploits would not have been possible without your incredible cornering technique. You always take the shortest route possible. The shortest route with the least deceleration. The expression is a bit overused, but art is the only way to describe it. Thank you. That's right. I heard you were injured in the collision over the summer. Are you all right? I'm fine. Female Canada. She's not yelling enough. She's not yelling enough. I'm glad to hear that. After waiting half a second to make sure I finished, Oji Misal returned to her work. For a supposedly shy girl, she seems untroubled by my presence. Or is that how her shyness manifests? In any case, I'm unsure how to proceed. Her attitude isn't that of a celebrity, too aloof to make time for her fans. Rather, it's like she's living in a different world entirely. One that no one can ever hope to reach. We were only able to communicate for a moment because some freak accident opened a channel between our world and hers. Yeah, she's like a Ray type. She is the Sonic princess. Why did they have to name Sonic after like a real thing? Why did they do that? She's a Sonic princess, guys. She's a princess from the Sonic series. Existing in a dimension of transcendent speed. My words may reach her, but it would be foolish to expect my heart to do the same. Still, I can't back down now. If the infected racer is in the garage, it can only be her, the pilot. I need to try harder. I suppose asking directly would be a bit easier, but the spectacular failure of that technique earlier is still fresh in my mind. I should try to draw out information as naturally as possible during the course of conversation. I glance at the busy mechanics. A glance at the busy mechanics gives me a topic to work with. This racetrack is impressive, isn't it? In addition to the fully paved course, it has a suspicious pit. Enough paddocks and lodging for a team, a cafeteria, and even a small park. Now what the heck? That sounds great. It wasn't like this when I was a student. I went to the races every chance I got, but the tracks were all simple affairs. We were lucky to have stands. We had to lay on mats on the grass. There were no garages either. Teams brought their own tents to work in. Well, no, I was gonna say that's a big tent, but I guess the Tsurugi aren't that big. They're not like double-digit meters tall. There we go. But the races were wonderful. Nakayama Noboru, Akuta Shinjiro, the Hironaka brothers, and your father, Oji Suguru. Yeah, Suguru. They didn't let the poor conditions keep them from racing with everything they had. So not only is she the raid type, she is also the industry plant. But she's the industry plant that still actually does good by herself, thankfully. But probably because she's been trained since she was a kid. Because her parents had the money for that. Industry plant. Okay, that's just wife type. Your type is cool, silent genius. Industry plant? Gotcha. Noted. Okay, yeah. I guess industry plant would also mean that, like, you know, they've got money, so it's not bad. It's not a bad thing to marry into.
I still remember when Oji Suguru came to a race at the track near my home. The race was small. Your father already close to his world debut. Still, the hero gave it his all. He left the other racers in the dust, of course. I'll never forget the sight of him out there, alone, untouchable. Even now, thinking about it makes my heart race.
That race, do you get it?
The excitement of that time is still fresh in my mind, as is the regret. If not for the war...
Is she just walking away? Yeah, you're doing really bad at this. Like, she hasn't really given any indication that she likes hearing her dad be, you know, gassed up. What if she has a complicated relationship with him? Just because she's racing doesn't mean that she necessarily likes her dad. Come on, you thought about that, sir? Huh? What am I doing? I close my eyes and squeeze the bridge of my nose for a moment, trying to get my mind back on track. This isn't working. Better just come out and ask. Thus decided, I return my gaze to the girl and am surprised by what I see. She is looking straight at me, and her deep, dark eyes have taken on a different hue. She is looking at me not as an outsider, as one of her own. She was listening all along. Wait, hold on. Wait, does she not know about her dad? Oh, hold on. It might be the opposite, Dornians. It might be the opposite. Maybe she doesn't know anything about her dad. Maybe he was gone, racing all the time. She joined because she was trying to chase after him. But he's too fast. She'll never catch up to the legend that he left behind.
Of course.
I pull myself back from the abyss of her gaze and continue.
Oji Suguru's piloting technique was equal to that of the top world's rankers of the time, especially his cornering. His unique method of weaving through turns like a snake set him apart from the rest of the Yamato racers. To this day, no one has replicated it.
Was she gonna... Does she want to?
Except for you, his daughter. The more you race, the closer your technique gets to your father. At least, that's how it looks to me.
You know, if you squint your eyes, she kind of looks like she's like a ray-coated Asuka.
Did he teach you himself?
Yeah.
I'm pleased to hear that. Oji Suguru was unable to realize his dream. With you as his successor, I've no doubt he'll be avenged.
You think so?
Yes.
So do I.
Do you plan to challenge the world?
Raska! Some kind of Ray Asuka. This is just like riding! It is. She's just She's just writing. Yeah. First, I have to take Yamato.
So this race is essential.
I'll win. Become the first national champion. No matter what. Misato clenches her fist tightly, suddenly seeming to tower over me. Did I become smaller or did she become larger? To conquer the world of speed is no easy task, but she would appear to be up to the challenge.
So she has reason to seek power.
Uh-oh.
A little ashamed of myself for the thought. Misao speaks only out of the love of her father. Who are you watching out for?
Chokyo, of course. And Yokotan. Chokyo Weapon Systems and Tamura Armor Works have been rivals for decades, and Yokotan, Yokomori Tanzo, while not as respected in Yamato, has overcome entrenched prejudice to earn a strong reputation in Europe, the home of armor racing. Both opponents are sure to bring their strongest machines.
I agree that they present the greatest threat, Chokyo especially. Is rumored to have brought the final model of the Optima line.
Sorry.
Pardon?
About the police team. I like Hot Bolt. Hotboruto.
Oh, thank you. So do I.
It's an awkward show of concern, but I find it endearing.
That's the way it goes. You need money to win races. Even the best staff in the world can only do so much without funding.
Yeah. Money is tough.
Police team is supported entirely by donations, so I'm afraid the best equipment is out of our reach. It would be easier if we could dig into the police budget, but
Hotboruto. Such a misuse of funds could start a riot. That money comes straight from the people's pockets. And they can surely get it, but if we just run a little scheme where, you know, we like do and don't bet on ourselves, I'm sure we can make bajillion. Trust me. Hotboruto. I keep thinking that's not what I'm reading. What is it? Oh right, Rokunana. I was like, what does the R stand for again? I pray that you don't get tagged as being racist. Because there's no way to plead your case to Team YouTube. Thank you.
I heard from one of your staff planning to unveil a new model.
Yeah. Brand new. Culmination of all of our skill and technology.
I'm very interested. The race is tomorrow, so I'll refrain from...
Here.
Pardon?
Misao holds out her hand, revealing the object she has been polishing. This whole time, it's a small metal spear. One of the wing actuators. Actuators? Bearings from the racing cracks. Of course, she was working on their secret weapon. While maintenance is the mechanic's job, not every task requires a specialized training. There are simple things that even an amateur can do. No law against racers working on their own craft. Whether they do is up to the racer's personal preference. Many consider it a point of pride never to touch their machine's innards. Misao would appear to be the opposite sort. Hey, that's the sign. To me, that's the sign of a good racer. If you want to know the inside and out of your machine that you're using, I think that makes you a better racer. A pilot that puts effort into their own machine, I respect that. And like, why would you not want to know? Like, you gotta know them inside and out.
So this is part of the new model. No wonder you were so careful with it.
It's precious. More precious than my life.
I see. A lot of work must have gone into it.
Yeah. Dad's blood, sweat, and tears. It's part of him. So, part of me.
Could it be a scene, Uchi? I'm sorry. You mean to say your father, Ojisuru, designed this machine?
Ojisuru hasn't made a single public appearance since his retirement. There are rumors of him coaching his daughter, rumors that would appear to be true, but even at her races, he has never shown his face. I doubt there's anyone who guessed that he was designing ChuiiKZ. Want to meet him? Oh, it's definitely... Yeah, he's definitely the machine. She's got a Shin Uchi.
Yes, certainly. Is he here?
But trying to get by, her life isn't her priority. I mean, if it's her dad that she's piloting, I can kind of get that. Let's see. I mean, the more people in your team, the harder it might get. I'm pretty sure you need to know the ins and outs of the machine to be a pilot. I think it depends on how in and out. Like, of your cockpit, yes. But... And especially, like, how... Like, you know, different sound ticks. Like, oh, when you hear this, then it'll do this kind of thing. Like, I'm thinking of, like, car racing. Like, you can feel when you can change gears or whatever, that kind of stuff. Like, that kind of inner workings, I feel like, for pilots and racers, yes, they need to know that. But, like, what bolt needs to be used for what inner piece, like, they might not know that kind of thing. But I think more respect to those who do. And also, let's be real, there's probably just a bunch of car nerds that are racers, so they probably know it for that reason. Yeah. Hold on. Dad. Misao lifts her voice, though not enough to break through the commotion of the garage. Fortunately, a nearby mechanic hears her and runs to the back of the room. I see him point me out to someone. Okay, is it not? Is he actually alive? He's alive! Alright, well there goes my theory. What is it, Misao? Asks the gaunt man who approaches. This man is from the police team. I saw your race before. Oh. The man turns to look at me. At first, his thin features trigger no memory. The Ojisuguru I knew didn't wear glasses, nor was his manner as pleasant as this. He's got dad bod now. But upon closer inspection, I realized if you took off the glasses and turned the clock back a decade or two, it would indeed be the hero standing before me. So maybe he has been here and just everybody does not realize that it's him. A lot of gamers don't even know their own PC. Yeah, who would not know the ins and outs of their own PC? That's crazy. Gotta feel the heart of the machine, you. I got a feeling that might not be chill. I don't know, we haven't really seen too much of him. As for his kindly demeanor, I recall once reading that he was a very different person in private life. There's no traces in his gentle, ever-timid smile of the ravenous fury with which he dominated the track. But still, there's no question he is OG Suguru. Although it does sound like he can switch quite easily. He can be an absolute beast, and he can also be kind.
Minato Kageyaki. It's an honor to meet you, sir. Remember cheering for you until my throat was raw. It's an honor of mine. I'm Oji Suguru, as you've guessed. But please don't tell anyone I'm here. May I ask why not? I decided years ago to leave public life behind me. It was my way of closing the book on the legend of Oji Suguru. To have the book reopened now would be... I see.
It takes a few seconds, but I guess what he's trying to say. He doesn't want anyone stirring up rumors about Oji Suguru returning to the track. I think that I can sympathize with that.
I apologize. My presence must be an annoyance then.
Oh no, that's not what I meant. I should be the one apologizing. You sounded like it was... That sounded like it was aimed at you, didn't it? I'm always happy to meet people like you. To know that I gave my fans a good show. It's a little embarrassing, but far from unwelcome. Having a cute daughter like that, he clearly wants to focus on his family. Where's the mom? Where's the mom, Dormians? Where's the mom? This ain't looking good. Where's the mom?
As a fan, I appreciate hearing that from you.
My relief is genuine. I can tell that he's being honest. Misao is looking up at me from her seat, a hint of pride in her placid expression. Can we... If it comes down to it, can it be the dad? Can we off the dad? If he is innocent, can we off the dad? Please. If he's evil, then obviously that won't work. We need more people to sacrifice. Sacrifice, 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 sacrifice.
I must admit, this is a surprise. I never would have thought you were involved in racing as a designer. Oh, did Misao tell you? That's right. Despite what I just said, I couldn't fully give up on the dream of taking the world. I don't blame you. You were so close to your world debut. All had gone as planned. You would have climbed until you reached the top.
Was he gonna bop to the top? Was he gonna shake away his inhibitions? Slip and slide? And strut his stuff?
If not for the war.
Yes. His tone is measured, but tightness I glimpsed around his eyes hints at something beneath the surface. The war, that's what ended Oji Suguru's dream. Had just completed his conquest of Yamato, It was about to make his world debut, and hostilities began. By the time the war had ended, he was already past his physical prime. I can hardly imagine the frustration he must have felt, powerless to resist, as everything he worked for was stolen from him.
Pardon, that was insensitive of me.
Yeah, he seems like a guy that desires power. I don't know. No, it's fine. I've put all that behind me. Have you? Sir? Sir? I really need you to be innocent. Now this, something tells me, is a lie. No! Besides, I have my daughter lie in my place. With the machine I built.
To be honest, it's hard to believe. Did you study design from scratch after retiring?
Of course not. I started out as a mechanic, actually. I learned to fly while testing new designs, and at some point that became my real job. So it goes.
Oh.
It's the first time I've heard of it. Or not, I seem to remember rumors to that effect. As you said, I tried and failed to conquer the world as a racer. But now I'm back where I belong, only this time as a designer.
I hear your crux is the culmination of Tamura's skills and technology.
Is that what you told him, Misao? Yeah? Because it's true.
Mr. Yamazaki wouldn't like you saying that. He opposed my design the whole way.
But
sounds like you've assembled quite the machine.
I wonder, it might just be the biggest piece of junk we've ever produced. At least, that's what much of the company thinks.
But what do you think?
Well, we just have to see, won't we?
Sounds like confidence to me.
Ha! He tries to laugh it off, but I hear nothing in his tone that contradicts my assumption. Perhaps it is time to be going. I shouldn't keep the Tamura team from their work any longer, and I'm concerned about Ichijo and the captain. Should I go look for them, or... I have to choose. We could hang out with Kane. Yeah, there's your buy senses like tingling everywhere. What if... What if we left this for next week, Tsukimi, to decide? What if present day Tsukimi decides to screw over next week's Tsukimi so that she has to decide and I don't have to decide anything right now? What if we just save here and then start up next week? This is feeling like a future Tsukimi problem. I, present day Tsukimi, have enjoyed a cookie, have enjoyed starting a new chapter. I don't think I have to make any big decisions. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. It's almost midnight. Gordians, you can think on it too. You can. Do you want to? What are our options again? We can either stay here with the Papa and daughter racing team, check on Ichijo, or we can go to check on Kane. Those are our options. Okay. Okay. Let's save again. And then let's that's for future. No. You guys can help. I'll let you help. I'll let you help, okay? Alright. Alright. Title menu. Muramasa. It's so good. It's so good. We are here for the ride. As a treat, I humbly refuse. Man, you try and get some Dornians to work, and they just downright refuse you. Messed up. I can't believe you would do this to me. But thank you everybody for stopping by. We will obviously be continuing our fun time next week with a decision. We'll see how that goes. Let's see. As for the rest of this week, tomorrow we will be watching the finale of the TV series for Dot Hexine. There are OVAs, but we will not be getting to those yet. And then we'll be starting Mutation, the second game in the Dot Hack quadrilogy. And then the day after that, we will be playing more Super Robot Wars Y. So, until next time, wherever it may be, whenever it may be, if it may be, until then, Otsukimi.